I mean, I could do recap.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I okay. So, so where we started off was in the middle of fighting more bugs because the bugs are never ending. I was able to get Grunhild out of the hole, and it kind of freaked her out a little bit. But then she started doing other stuff to like help. We fought the rest of the bugs that were in the bar, and then she was kind of like freaking out about everybody else. Morb and Monroe told us that the outside was so much worse than in the bar.
It wasn't Morn, it was Drew.
Oh, it was Drew, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys had told everybody to go upstairs, and you were also having this whole thing about why they were acting the way that they were acting and how they had gotten there. You more realized that there was gunpowder on the bugs. Not gunpowder, but like one of the things that is used is as an ingredient. A component. Thank you for the word, sir. One of the ingredients that was used to make like gunpowder and things like that, and bombs. So while we are discussing that, Grunhild runs up ahead, and then I grab onto Maddie, and I'm like, let's go, and we all head up. 2 people stayed behind. One of them was...
It was Chiron.
It was Chiron, I know for sure, and then the other one, I'm trying to remember who it was. It wasn't Maddie, because Maddie came with me. It was,
I'm
Wasn't it
so
Drum?
insulted right now.
it was
Drum.
So insulted.
You know, I feel like this is Drum's perception level.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
He doesn't even know he's there.
My own nothing written down, okay? So we go running up. They ended up going into the hole to see what they could find. We ended up going into the city and finding a bunch of people that needed help. So there were like 3 different groups.
Small head.
There were 3 different groups, and Maddie and I were helping one group. Everybody else was helping the other one, and then the third group was left kind of like by themselves. And then these random bugs came up from underneath and grabbed onto me because I rolled a nat 1. But everybody else is okay. That is the very, very summarized version that is in my memory.
I'm on the roof because I didn't have to roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, as we ended the combat, I rolled for the trapdoor spiders to show up at the top of the round every single round, and unfortunately the last one, they all popped up and got a few of you. So, Xena, Abby, and Monroe, you have all been grabbed, and you are grappled and being pulled
Yeah.
into holes, but you are not in them yet. Abby, you have been, on that at 1, you have been grabbed, and you have been pulled into the hole, and the trapdoor has closed behind you.
Okay.
So, with that... let's not waste any further ado. We will continue with the. I think we're still in the same initiative order. It's Smalls, Xena, Maddie, Abby, Morb, Monroe, and then we will shift over to Chiron and Drum to see how they fare in their particular situation away from the group. At the top of every round, Smalls, you will be rolling me a flat D20. No modifiers, no bonuses, just a flat D20. You are looking for a 16 or higher, and you are rolling this at advantage because you are here playing your character now. If you get the 16 or higher, I will narrate what happens. With that, was everybody ready to get started?
Yep.
Everybody has the map. You have successfully saved the first group, the group of villagers number 2. That's 25 people, completely safe. They've made their way away. Nothing's stopping them. You killed the Onkegs that were attacking them. There's still one Onkeg attacking village group number 1 and village group number 3. Okay? Village group number 3 has been taking some hits. About just over, I think, 10 people in that group have been killed. So, with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Mark, you ready to make that roll? You're muted if you are.
This is a great start. I start with a nat 1.
And you're rolling at advantage, so you get to roll twice.
And then a 3. Yeah, no luck so far.
Unfortunate. All right. On the next round, you're looking for a 15 or higher. With that, we're moving to Xena. Xena, you are grappled and you are being pulled towards a trap door. Now, this is a DC 13 strength check if you want to try and break the grapple, or you can try attacking and doing enough damage will break the grapple, but you are attacking at disadvantage if you choose to do that.
Well, I have -2 strength.
Now, keep in mind, we're still using the change in initiative order. So if you guys can all intermingle. So like Maddie, if you wanted to move first and try and offer assistance to Xena or Abby or Mornroe to try and help break that grapple or attack the bugs and break it for them, you absolutely can do that. Remember, you can all interchange your positions on what you want to do in initiative order.
Okay, so I want to attack because I do not have strength.
Do you want to wait? Do you want to attack or do you want to wait for assistance from somebody?
Oh, I'd love assistance.
Okay.
But I also have my links.
You do.
Right?
Yes. So you can use her to counteract the disadvantage if you want. But she will be giving you the help action, meaning she cannot attack.
Oh, just the help. She can't attack.
So.
All right. I'm going to jump up and down. Someone help me!
Okay, so we'll circle back to Xena. Okay. Does everybody remember the initiative thing? So we go in order: Xena, Maddie, Abby, Mornroe. But you guys can say, like, if Maddie, if you wanted to go over and assist Xena, then she could make her attacks. Like, you guys can interchange where you want to go in the initiative order. So Maddie, you're up. Abby, you're on deck, unless you want to change something up.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can go help Abby. Did she get pulled underneath, or like did it actually shut on her, or can I see?
Now you managed to see where she was dragged under. You can see the trap door, but it did close behind her, so you would have to use an action to open the trap door, and it will be a strength check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
Okay. It is also a DC 13 strength check, and it reduces by 5 if you have the assistance of somebody else.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Unless somebody wants to help me, they can speak up.
The only one I think that could is Smalls or Drew at this point.
Smalls is not there.
Oh, Drew, then.
Actually,
Okay.
Drew, you're at the actually you are at the bottom of the initiative order after Mornroe, but you are in there. You are not grappled.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. I'm gonna try and open up that door then.
Okay, that's EC 13. This is your action.
I got a 2 minus 1, 1.
1.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, you are just not finding you're not finding a grasp on the ground here to try and lift this thing up. You're not quite sure what they did or how this thing is working the way that it is, but you're basically attempting to lift a hunk of the earth up, like you're trying to lift a boulder almost. You're just not finding purpose. You have bonus actions and movement still.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to put the hex that I had on less than an hour ago onto the bug that's in front of me then, the one that's left over in area 3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay there, not moving, trying to open the door. So I'm good where I'm at.
Okay, I will say that if somebody does come over and try and open the door, you can still give them assistance, so it would be lowered by 5 if somebody did come over and assist you, so it'd be down to 8.
You got it.
Okay. Abby, you're up. Morb, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm going to try to break the grapple.
Okay, DC 13 strength.
This is probably not going to go very well. Is it a strength saving throw or just strength?
You're breaking a grapple, so it's a strength saving throw, I believe. Is that for breaking a grapple?
No,
It's a check.
grapples are athletics.
I think you get, isn't it like athletics or aerobics if you're the one that's being grappled? I think you get to choose.
Yeah, you know what? If you're trying to break it, yeah, we'll just change the DC. It's a DC 13 strength, acrobatics or athletics to break the grapple.
Okay.
What
I-
with everyone's rolls?
That was another nat 1.
Okay. We will resolve this in a moment.
Okay.
Excuse you?
Hey, Marshall, you may have to put it on easy mode based off of these rolls.
Woof. Does,
Don't think that's-
do you have any bonuses or anything that you would like to attempt to try and ease that one?
I don't. I don't have anything I can use anymore. I used up everything with the last fight.
Rookie
With that-
mistake.
All right. We will resolve that. We will resolve that in a moment.
Okay.
Morb, you're up. Monroe, you're on deck. Morb, I would say that you do have a clear shot at the trapdoors that you have a clear shot at the ones that are grappling both Xena and Monroe, and you have a clear shot at the trapdoor that Maddie is attempting to lift.
I'm gonna try shooting the trapdoor.
That Maddie's at?
Yeah.
It's a stationary target. It's not hard to hit. So I would say, but the damage you are looking to open the ground is 10. Minimum 10 damage.
So I still rolled a hit, right? Because I could still get a natural 1.
Yeah, it's a DC. The hit to DC for a wall or anything is a 5. So as long as you don't roll horribly, you're good.
Bruh.
20?
Bruh.
Yo!
Hey.
What?
I got a crit.
Okay. Roll me the damage.
Okay.
Well, so
It's 1d12.
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty 12
So
damage.
it's full damage plus you roll the bonus and then you double it. Is a crit damage.
Okay. So
Oh,
12.
Lord.
12.
13. So that's 26 plus 3.
29.
29 total.
29 total damage. Okay. This crit. All right. On this crit, you have managed to not only blow open the earth, and with that where that trapdoor was, Maddie, you're knocked back about 5 feet because you're just like clearing the space, attempting to avoid out of it with this giant shock coming through and ringing through, and it blows open the hole. You have a clear line of sight. Not only does this crit penetrate through to the earth and clear a space down to where Abby was, the miraculous shot that has just rang through passes by, narrowly missing Abby, singeing her little feelers as it passes by her head, and smacks square into the Ankeg that is grappling her leg as it continues to drag her 10 more feet down, 15 more feet down. She is 25 feet down this hole on that nat 1. But on the 29 damage, the 10 that it took to open the hole, the bug takes the 19 and breaks the threshold of the 10 damage, and you are released from the grapple.
Yay!
So, Abby, you are no longer grappled.
Yay!
I am
You
your
still,
savior.
you still have movement,
You're amazing.
but you will take an attack of opportunity if you try to move away.
I can't. I don't think I can do anything else, but can I use my movement right now?
Yep, you can use your movement. You will take an attack of opportunity if you do.
I can't.
You're 25 feet down from the hole,
My action is
so
trying
it's
to break the
25
grapple.
feet to the surface.
I have 30 feet of movement.
Okay, you can make it back up top if you do not get it. If this bug doesn't get you.
We'll try.
Okay. All right, I will roll. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
The bug immediately recovers from getting basically shot in the fucking head as one of its feelers is blown off and part of the carapace is blown off the top of its head, but it's still snacking at you with these giant mandibles, and it comes clasping at your legs as you're barely able to scuff out of the way as you scramble madly back up to the top of the hole. You are now 5 feet out of the hole, but the hole is exposed, and the bug is 25 feet down, but you are now released.
Gonna be freaking out. Oh my god.
Okay. Now we are up to Xena. You're still waiting for help. Monroe, you are up. You're grappled and being dragged to a hole. And Drew, you're on deck. So Monroe, go.
I have to get out of a grapple.
DC 13 athletics or acrobatics.
Let's see which ones. Nope, I got a 9.
All right. You are dragged back, and as this creature drags you back, and you're kind of like grasping at the earth, and you're almost like digging your fingernails out, trying to just get away from this thing. It drags you back, and you can almost look over and see its back legs, or whatever you could call these like crawly legs, these insect-like appendages, lifts open the flap behind it and drags you back as the flap closes behind you. Bam! You are now underneath the flap.
Now under. Okay.
But you are at the top.
Okay.
Any bonuses? Anything you want to do?
Checking to see. Can I do a flashbang?
It's a spell for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I can't do it on bonus, huh?
I don't think
Yeah, it's a first
bonus.
level application.
I don't think it's a bonus action spell.
I'll try that next time anyway.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I won't tell you what I'm doing. I will try something.
You'll
Anyway.
try something? Okay. So that's your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay. Drew, you're up. You can you have options. Everything's laid out in front of you. Go for it.
So I wanted to cast Defile Ground where the trapdoor just shut on Monroe.
Okay. This is your first time using this, so tell me what it does and then describe exactly what it does to the ground.
Okay, so I'll just read it first. The corruption lasts for 1 minute. The corrupted area is difficult terrain for creatures that are hostile to you. Additionally, when a creature in the area takes damage from an attacker's spell of the first time on a turn, it takes an extra 1d4 necrotic damage.
Okay. I could dig it.
So I think like what this looks like if you're watching is Drew grabs his quarterstaff and smacks it on the ground, much like Moses. But instead of any sort of miracle, it's the black coming from his hand through the staff into the ground. And then the ground around it just sort of looks sick and weathered.
Fuck yeah. Okay, that's your action?
That's a bonus action.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
I do want to try to get the trapdoor open, but I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm. I would say that this doesn't affect the weight of the ground, so you're not getting a bonus to lift the flap.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a DC 13 strength check to lift the earth to try to get the flap open, and Monroe is not further down the tunnel yet. So if you want to try that, or you can assist, you have movement to assist Xena, who has not been moved down yet.
I want to try to get the ground open again. So that's just a strength check.
Yep, straight strength check.
That's a 7.
Right, unfortunately, you're just not finding grasp on this. Like I said, you're basically trying to lift the earth. You know, these creatures are massive. This is what they do. They tunnel. You're not these creatures. None of you are. So that's your action, your bonus.
Listen,
All
if
right.
I could be a trapdoor spider.
Okay. Xena, we're gonna move back to you. You are on your own. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'm on my own. I'm on my own.
Wait, is this the top again?
No, we're not going back. She didn't. She was waiting to see if anybody came to help her, but she's still on her own. So you can have Athena assist you to get rid of the disadvantage on the attack.
Yep.
Or she can give you advantage on the strength check. Which one do you want to do?
Attack.
Okay. So it's just going to be a straight attack to hit these things. They have an AC of 14. We've been very open about that from the beginning.
So
Yeah.
I just. What am I rolling? Just a D20?
No, you're rolling your attack, Ma. You still have your Shillelagh up. So if you want to roll with your Shillelagh, you can do that.
Ah, I just lost my space. I'm gonna use the shillelagh.
Okay, so
I
you can
just
hit
can't. My stuff's not working. Okay.
So it's a +6. You're gonna hit that +6 to try and hit.
Yep. Holy crap! It was a 7.
7, unfortunately, does not find purpose. You just clank right off of that chitin armor that's on top of its head. Doesn't find any damage. And with Athena attempting to try to hold on to you, she is being drugged back with the creature, with you as well. So that's your action. Do you have anything bonus action that you can do?
Bonus. Wait, but can I use magic stone?
Nope, that's going to use your attack. So
Oh, but that's under bonus actions. So I need.
to charge it up, it's a bonus action. Then it stays as your attack. So
Okay, so I have no more actions, right? Is that all I have?
I think that's all you have.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay, you
Yeah,
are
the flowers won't help.
you are pulled back, and the creature lifts the flap up behind it and drags you. You are now under the flap as well, but you are still at the top. Athena is with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
All right. We're going to shift back over to the mud hole. Kyron, Drum. You two were exploring the collapsed bug tunnel, or the bug tunnel that came up under the center of the bar, and you were attempting to find your way purpose through to see what you could find underneath there. As you were exploring, the faint greenish glow was glistening off the walls of this cavern as you were making your way back. And as you lit up a torch to try and see better, the walls immediately erupted into flame, and the entire tunnel began to collapse under the weight of this force as it immediately burst flames all the way down to the back. And that is all you could see. So with that, you are both, Kyron, what's your movement speed?
My movement speed is 50.
50. You are both 50 feet down this tunnel. So here's what's going to happen. You have 2 rounds to escape as this tunnel begins to collapse. You are moving in difficult terrain as it does collapse. It is a DC 12 strength to move through the difficult terrain. If you beat it by 5 or more, you will move an additional 10 feet. But you are moving at your own movement speed. The DC of this check will be increased by 3 for each round. By round 3, you will be rolling at disadvantage and suffocating as the tunnel has collapsed around you. You can give each other the help action, but you will lose the 10 feet that you could gain by rolling 5 or more on the strength check.
I'm so gonna die.
So, to clarify, meaning like Drum, because of your movement speed, you could essentially move with Kyron, but you will all only be moving a maximum of 25 feet on a good roll. And you have 50 feet to clear by the end of round 2.
I believe. Since he's a
So
medium
if-
creature, he could just ride my horse part, actually.
You
Am I
could.
medium or small?
You're medium.
You're a
I'm
medium.
medium. Okay.
You're above 4.5 foot. You're allowed to join the military.
I am not taller than 4.5 foot, but okay.
Hey,
You're still a chonky boy, so.
I am chunky, yes.
So, I leave it up to you two to deliberate how you want to do this, how you want to go about this. So you have an opportunity to move 10 feet or more as a bonus if you beat the roll by 5 or more, but it does go up each round.
Okay. So, and if we give the help action, we move together
Yes,
through difficult terrain.
but you
We're
give
gonna
up
go
the
with the help
opportunity for the
action.
additional movement speed.
I'm going to be pushing Drum with the help action.
Okay. So so are you giving Drum the help action, or is Drum giving you the help action? Because you remember, one of you moves a lot farther than the other.
Yeah, I think I'm giving Chiron the help action, as
Okay.
that would be maximum distance, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then it's moved to 25 per turn, correct?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, then I will give the help action to Chiron and hold on.
Okay.
So we're rolling strength check, yes.
Strength check. It's a DC 12 currently, and you have advantage on the roll. So Chiron, you're rolling using your strength.
We get a 15.
Okay.
We make it.
The first one
You
was
rolled-
a 4, so.
You make it to 25 feet. Drum, I would say that you're on the back of Chiron. You grab his shield. You're trying to hold it up above his head, doing anything you can to try to support the collapsing structure of this thing as it comes tumbling down around you. Earth, rock, the smell of the sulfur, the smell of the burning around you, as everything just becomes collapsing around all of you. But you make it to 25 feet. That's your first turn. You have one more round.
All right. So a point of clarification for
Mhm.
future rounds, because I feel how this is probably going to go. Does rage lower suffocation damage? I don't think it would, but
It does not. It's based on your Constitution modifier.
oh, okay. Then I'm less worried. Okay.
We'll cross that. We'll cross that bridge if
I'm
we get
slightly more worried, but it's okay.
All right. We'll get there. I'll give you mouth to mouth, horseman.
there. Okay.
Just let
With
me
that,
die.
we're back to the top of the round. Smalls, you're up. You're looking for a 15 or higher, rolling at advantage. Straight 20.
That's a luck to you, boys and girls.
Hmm.
That sucks.
What's with the die?
What's you roll?
A 4 and a 10.
Damn.
Emotional
Yeah.
support drinks, my friend.
All right.
I've got to work, man. I'm fucking exhausted.
All right. You're rolling. You're looking for a 14 next round. Xena, you're up. Maddie, you're on deck.
Hey, can Xena get the help action from Athena for this grapple and everything that's going on?
Yeah, it cancels out the disadvantage that she has.
Gotcha.
Well, she either has advantage on the strength check or she rolls a flat attack.
I'm gonna do strength.
Okay. You can, like you said, you can hold your action until the end of the round if you want to wait for somebody to try and help you if they can get the flap open.
So basically, I'm just trying to get out.
Yeah, you're
Is
trying to
that-
get away. You're trying to get away from the bug. It has its like mandible wrapped around your leg and is dragging you down this hole.
I'll go help Xena for my turn.
Okay. DC 13 to try and lift the earth.
Who? Me?
No, Maddie.
If I'm providing the help action, I still do the DC 13. I thought you were just the help action is what we're looking for.
No, she's underneath the flap already. So you are attempting to lift the flap. She cannot attempt to help you lift the flap if she's already underneath it. She's being
Gotcha.
grappled.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you could either go and wait for somebody else to try and give you a help, which will lower the DC by 5, or you can try and lift it yourself now.
Okay. I will give it a try. Xena!
Okay. DC 13, strength.
Me!
18, and I'm so weak. 17.
Okay. 17. Booyah. You lift it. You're able to lift it up, and she's right there in front. She has not been dragged further down the tunnel, so you can offer her assistance to try and break the grapple.
You're damn right. I'm going to assist it. Let's go, Xena.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Xena. So basically what this will do, you could either now... double advantage is not supposed to be something, but I would say that if Athena helps you attack, that cancels out the disadvantage, and then Maddie is helping you as well. You could either have advantage on your attack, but you got to do 10 damage or more to break the grapple, or it's a DC 13 athletics or acrobatics to break the grapple, but you have advantage.
Okay. So acrobatics, athletics. Ooh,
Sorry,
acrobatics.
I keep flip flopping between the strength thing, but yes, it is athletics or acrobatics to break a grapple.
Okay, so I'm better with acrobatics. So roll.
Okay. Yep. And with the help action, I'm going to say that it lowers the DC. So what you need to beat here is an 8.
Okay.
So it's a straight roll, no advantage, lowers the DC by 5. So 8.
It's 8.
Okay. You break the grapple. With the help of Maddie, you're able to kind of lynch your boot free, and he pulls you back up, and Athena comes up and takes a defensive stance as the bug kind of sits there waiting, snapping at you as it tries to get you back, but it's still waiting down the hole. All right, you're free.
Yay! Thank you, Maddie.
You have movement and you have action.
I do.
You have, sorry, that was your action. You have movement and bonus action.
So, movement. What does that mean? So I can.
That means you can move, Mom. Like you can either go, you can either stay right there and wait, or you can go someplace else.
I want to get the heck out of there.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
You don't need to roll. You want to move away from the hole.
Away from the hole.
Okay, I'm going to say you move 30 feet south to where the original group of villagers was, but you're away from where all the trapdoor spiders are.
Okay. So technically I'm running away,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to help. So maybe I won't do that. Because who else is still underneath there?
Monroe.
Okay, so I want to stay and help Monroe. Athena and I are going to stand there and.
Okay, you've used your action, but you want to try and move to help Monroe. You can move towards the hole that she got dragged under if you want.
Yep.
Okay, that's where you're moving to. All right. Real quick, I need to resolve something with the bugs at the top of the round. They are preoccupied with attacking the villagers. I'm going to roll for them. Yep, both villagers take hits, and damage-wise, first one. All right. Group 1. 4. All right. One more villager is dead from both groups.
Mhm.
But the bugs are occupied with the villagers. Okay. Abby, you're up. Morb, you're on deck.
Woohoo! Okay. So now that I've come out, what do I see around me?
You see that Xena has moved to the bug hole, which is about 30 feet opposite of you, where Monroe was drugged down. You see Maddie that is kind of standing guard over the hole that he just pulled Xena out of. You see the bug that is kind of about 25 feet down the hole that you just got pulled out of, but it seems to be holding its position. You see Morb up on top of a roof. You see Drew channeling some kind of strange, dark, ethereal magic from his hand and his quarterstaff Moses style, but is over also assisting, waiting to assist Monroe with trying to lift the earth.
Okay. I am going to go and help them get Morb, or not Morb, Monroe.
Okay. So you're going to move over to there. You still have your action, so you're going to assist Drew with the lift?
Yes.
Okay, Drew, your DC is lowered to 8 if you try to lift it on this round. All right. Any bonuses or anything you want to do?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
Morb, you're up. Monroe, you're on deck.
You dang!
Alright, so what I'm gonna do. So the one that I was originally attacking, the one I think it was the east.
Yep, the one that was dragging Abby down.
No, because
No, before this session
Before all
started,
that?
the other bug.
yeah, how I was the only one attacking. I forget which direction that was. Let me
That
see.
was in the west. The damaged one, the one that is still damaged is in the west. So
Okay, I'm gonna shoot that one.
okay, you have a clear shot from your elevated
Okay.
position.
19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Ooh. 11.
11 damage. Nice. It's on death's door. It's looking pretty fucked up, but it is definitely on its
Oh.
death throes right now.
Okay. I don't think I have one. No, I'm out of spell slots. No, that's in my turn.
Okay. Monroe, you're up. Drew, you're on deck. Or Monroe, you can wait for to see if Drew lifts the flap.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Drew.
Okay. Can I wild shape?
Fuck yeah. You haven't done it yet.
I have not. I would like to wild shape into a giant badger.
Okay. It's a bonus action or an action to wild shape?
I don't know. I have been looking for that, and I don't know.
I
I
am
think it's-
87% sure as an old druid it was an action to shift.
Yes.
It is.
Because you don't get to attack because you are absorbing everything into your body and it's initially uncomfortable for the first round. It's like summoning sickness.
Okay.
That does
So-
sound
Cool.
correct.
Yep. That takes your action. But
So you get bonus.
as a giant badger, you have a burrow. You have a burrow speed.
Mm-hmm. Which I don't know where any of that shit is. Do I get a bonus action after I wild shape, or does it take up the whole?
No, it's
Round.
your action. You still have your
Well-
bonus action
Yeah,
in
you
your
still
movement.
maintain your bonus, and when you wild shape, you just use the stat block from the monster manual. So you would use the burrow badger stat block.
Okay.
So scroll all the way over to the right in the app. You'll see your wild shapes.
I believe burrowing is 20 foot though.
She has 10 feet.
It is 10 foot.
Yeah.
10. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
that's later on.
What do you want to do?
So I do want to wild shape into the giant badger, and then can I? What can I do as a bonus action with that? Because I know I get an unarmed strike, just attack the ground.
I would say because you're a giant badger and you have a burrow speed, you bypass the DC 13 strength check to dig through the ground. You could just burrow through to try to get down.
Okay. What do I roll for that?
Nothing. It's just your speed.
Nothing?
That's what you can
Okay,
do.
cool. I'm gonna burrow down into the ground. Hey, what does this badger look like?
Looks like a giant fucking badger.
Just regular badger?
Unless you want to describe it. I think your particular subclass adds
It's
a little
American or British.
but I believe your particular subclass adds a little flair to it. So you describe your badger to me.
Okay. I would say it's an American badger.
Okay.
Those things are nastier. But so much like Drew, it has black coming up the paw, some of the fur missing, like an older animal that's been in battle. And anywhere that his scars are, the fur is see-through, like it's gone gray.
Yeah. So Monroe, as you're attempting to kick this giant cockroach insect thing that's dragging you to your doom down this tunnel, up above you see this scratching and scraping as the earth rips open. You see this gigantic monstrosity of a fucking badger tunneling down at you, missing patches of its fur and mangled and just snarling and it is just pissed off. So you are now trapped between a giant cockroach and a giant badger.
And I think I'm frightened all hell. Like, oh my, what the hell?
I can give you the frightened condition.
Oh no!
I think I'm in shock where I wanted to do an action. I'm like, oh, I think I felt Droop's presence. I look up and I'm like, that's not true. That's not true.
Okay. But it's your turn. What do you want to do?
This image in my head of just this feral looking old decrepit with patches missing, just gnarly teeth, and I'm not sure if it's after me or both the bug and beef. But I'm like, oh man.
Badgers eat bugs for the main portion of their diet.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, but I don't think I know that. I'm gonna do what I originally wanted to do, was a flashbang.
Okay. What exactly
Just
does?
gonna erupt my jellyfish like thing in my chest. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna flash, see if that'll do something. It causes a blast of light and sound, which can cause creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blinded and deafened in a 10-foot radius. You have to make a Constitution saving throw, Drew, as well as the bug.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the DC on the Constitution saving throw? I think it's your spell save, isn't it?
Con is
Con
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
These things don't have great con, did they? Hang on a second. I gotta look it up. Plus 2. Okay, not bad. Okay. And I unfortunately rolled a. Oh no, wait. I rolled a 12. It's only plus. Wait, it's a DC 12 or DC 13.
13.
Unfortunately, I rolled a
13.
12. That makes it a 14.
Okay.
So it makes a save.
I did not. I got a 9.
Oh shit. Okay. As your flashbang, I would almost like. This is the first time you've used this spell. So how exactly does it look like for you?
This is my very first time ever using a true spell. And like I say, it's probably just out of sheer panic. But it's just an eruption of like that electric blue type sound. Like a the only way I could describe it is like if a fart had like you can see a fart come out of somebody.
You got a Frady fart flashbang. Okay. All right.
But it's sparkly and glittery almost.
So Morn Row erupts in this Frady fart, sparkly, glittery
Frady fart.
flashbang that immediately erupts. But this creature, these creatures are used to being underground, like bright lights and things like that. It doesn't seem like it so much affected it. Whether it's maybe it didn't even register. These creatures may not even rely on sight all that much, so it's not even affected. But unfortunately, the giant badger nipping at your head is very much so. And Drew, you are now in the blinded condition, so any kind of attacks or anything you do physically will be at disadvantage because of your lack of sight.
How long does that last?
So sightless creatures with no ability are not affected by the flashbang. A silent spell removes the deafened effect, and a darkness spell removes the blindness. If a flashbang is cast in an area that has both countered. Doesn't specify, so I'm going to say it's for one. It's for 1 round. Yeah.
Okay.
So it says here 1 round. So your next turn, you will be blinded.
Okay.
Okay. With that, I think that resolves everybody. That's your action, Monroe. Do you have any bonuses or movement you want to try?
No, I'm too scared.
Okay. With that, I'm going to resolve the Onkegs real quick. The Onkegs are still very much so interested in the villagers. One that is on death's door is going to use its acid spit, and it's going to go after the group of villagers. Hits. The other one also hits. Damage. Let me roll this. Oof. Three more villagers are dead from group 1 from the acid spit. As you immediately see this bug erupt with its bile spew out, and they just made the flesh and the bone and the screams of pain of these villagers and people screaming as they're just also melted down to the sinew. 3 more are dead. And from the other group, 8. 2 more are dead from that group. No, sorry. Yes, 2 more are dead from that group. Okay. We're going to move back underground. Kyron, Drum, you are up. The DC is now a 15. And if you are still giving the help action, you get no bonus movement.
I am still giving the help action.
Okay.
Because even with bonus movement, it is still less than I can get.
Yeah, like total, we're gonna make, if we get the roll, we're oh god, nope. We rolled an 11.
As you roll an 11, You make it just close. You can see the opening, you can see the light of the tavern up above, and then all of a sudden the entrance collapses, and you are all buried under all of this earth, and you are quickly losing oxygen as you all begin to suffocate. You can hold your breath for 1 round to your Constitution modifier before I roll my unique damage. The DC to move through now that you are collapsed will be a 20 on the next round. It is +3 again, plus another 2 for being collapsed.
Understood.
Got it. Are we still moving together, or is this individual?
Because you are collapsed now, I would say I will give you 1 more round to move as a group. If you fail again, you will be moving as individuals.
Understood.
Don't drop me.
All right.
All right.
On kegs are resolved. We're going to move up to the top of the round. Smalls, roll me that D20. You're looking for a 15 or higher, so roll an advantage.
Okay. Wow. Guys, apparently I should not be playing for myself. Hey, 16. Finally.
Oh, shit. You got the
Jesus.
16?
Yes.
All right. All of you turn. You start hearing down coming from the direction that you all came from. You hear this like unison of like heavy armor and clanging of metal as clunk, 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 this clattering of feet. And you see Smalls marching up the pathway to where all of you are, and behind him tails 6 of these heavy black iron, heavy armored, halberd wielding guards that you all recognize as the local military here stationed. Smalls, you are moving with a cohort of guards that you have after clearing out the western end. The entrance and the barricades of where these bugs were, you were able to peel away with a cohort of guards that are able to come over here to assist your team in helping the villagers trying to save all of these lives. You are now moving with 6 of them in tow. Your military background, your prowess, your presence, all of that is coming back to you as these guards move in unison and sync, following your orders to the letter as you start shouting out. As a bonus action, you can direct these guards to do as you please. Each one attacks with a halberd dealing 1d6 or 1d12, damage. So we'll resolve how exactly you want to use them and what you need to roll to hit with them if you tell me what you want to do with them.
Okay. First off, I apologize. Remind me, is there anybody in my immediate vicinity or sight that I can tell needs help?
You can you can see that there's 2 large cohorts of villagers, 2 large groupings of villagers that are being attacked by onkegs on the far side. You can see that from the top of you're kind of cresting down a bit of a hill, moving down the whole Hobbit village like looking thing. So you have a little bit of an elevated position. So you can see villagers being attacked by onkegs on the far side, 1 each. Then you can see 3 holes that have been opened up that are being guarded or loomed over by your teammates. And you also see a giant fucking badger that is digging at one of these holes that you've never seen before.
Okay. As Smalls crest the hill and I see the civilians being attacked, I'm going to shout for 4 of the guards to go attack the onkeg, 2 each.
Mhm.
And I'm going to keep the other 2 with me. We're going to see what the hell's going on with these giant holes.
Okay. So which holes are you moving to with the 2 that are going with you?
I'm going to direct each one of them. You said there's 3 holes, so I'm going to direct each one of them. Each one of us is going to take 1 hole to take a look and see if there's somebody there that needs help.
Okay. So, Maddie, you're still standing over the guard that you pulled Xena out of, so you get a guard as a bonus action. You may use them. They get a +6 to attack, and they do 1d12 halberd damage, and they also get advantage on their strength checks.
Nice.
Go. So we're going to resolve the 2 that are going after the onkegs and trying to defend the villagers first. So, Mark, I want you to roll an attack 4 times, because I think your attack is +6, correct?
I gotta remember how to move through this thing.
Yeah, your maul is a +6. So just roll me
Yes.
that +6 4 times. And let me know what it is.
First one is a 12.
Miss.
Next one's a 21,
Hits.
19,
Hits.
and a sad little 9.
Okay, so you get 1 attack on each on-keg. So go ahead and roll me the damage. Oh, I'll roll the damage, actually. So unless you want to roll the D12. So go for it.
I can roll it. I'm right here.
Go for it. Roll the D12 twice and let me know what each one is.
First one is a 10.
Woof.
And a 1.
1. Okay. The one that rolled 10, that Ankeg is dead. That is the one that Moore took a shot at, obliterated it. It spewed its bile as was killing villagers. This guard immediately comes in charging over the bodies of his dead townsmen, and just immediately just buries this halberd into the head of this flailing, dying creature, and it is gone, split in twine. So he is now defending that group. That group is now clear of all onkegs at the top of the round. After this round, they will be clear of all danger if you can keep them protected. The other one hits, but only manages to do 1 point of damage, but is standing guard. The onkeg has the full attention of the onkeg and is no longer attacking villagers.
All right.
All right. And you have Maddie. You have another one, and then the other one went to the other. I think everybody left. Abby, you fled the eastern hole, right? Yeah, you did. So did Maddie. So nobody was watching the eastern hole. The guard is now standing at the top, keeping an eye on that one. The onkeg has not proceeded out. It is just laying in wait. So he is standing at the ready with the halberd down in case it does come out. And Maddie, you have a guard with you. And Smalls, you have another one. Nope, you went to the other hole. So that's all the guards.
Yep.
So you still have your actions, bonus actions, and movement.
Okay. With we didn't actually specify with the hole that I went to. Am I seeing any action?
Yeah, you see that Monroe is being dragged down this thing, and you see a giant badger that is like flailing from being blinded by something. You know, it's like scratching at its eyes, and you know, it's all going a little bit of chaos. But you can look down the hole and see Monroe down that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to get to Monroe.
Okay, you're gonna give them the help action, or do you want to try to? You can try to break the DC, break the grapple yourself, but the DC is increased by 5.
What is the DC at right now?
It'll be 18 for you.
18 for me.
Or
Oof.
you can give her the help action, which lowers the DC by 5 for him.
I'll give her the help action then.
Okay. As you just immediately, like, paying no attention to the giant badger and all the chaos, you just see Monroe getting drugged down this tunnel. You dive down, face first, sliding down on your belly, and you just grab onto their arm, and you attempt to give them the help action to pull them away from this grapple.
Perfect.
Okay. I think that resolves it. So,
I'm finally in the fight.
You want to go next Monroe to see if you can get out of that before we all act? Maybe.
Monroe, you want to go first?
I'm muted. Yes, I would like to go first. Since
Okay.
Smalls is assisting me, I'm going to do that.
It's a DC 8 acrobatics or athletics to break the grapple.
Come on. 24.
Okay. You break it. You are free and clear. You can try to move away as, Smalls is attempting to pull you back up to the top. You can use your movement to reach the top. I think you have 30 feet of movement. Yep. You're 25 feet down, but you can use your movement to get back up to the top, but you will take an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to first say, Smalls, I'm sorry for the smell. I'm sorry for a badger. I don't know what's going on. If you don't know what I'm talking about the smell, then don't worry about it. I just have, it's that feeling you just have to apologize.
I'm not worried about it. Let's just get you out of there.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just try and frantically. Let me see if there's.
Marshall, she broke free of that, and Smalls is holding on to her.
Yeah.
Would I not have the capability of helping pull, if not just yank her out of the hole?
Yeah, but she's still leaving the zone of
Can
action
I-
for the bug, so she'll still take an attack of opportunity. So you can leave. You can try to get back up to the top. That's no problem, but the bug will get a free attack on her.
If I do a mirthful leap, I add a D8 to the number of feet that I can cover. Would that help with trying to get out of a opportunity attack? Like lower the DC, or would that not do it?
I'll allow it to give you a +2 to your AC since you're trying to leap out of the hole.
Okay. Yeah, gotta do that then with my
Okay.
mirthful leap.
Your AC is increased to 17 for this, so I'm going to roll. And you know what? I will roll on the app just for funsies. These things get a plus... They get a +6 to their attack, so... Okay.
Low.
Roll the 20,
Excuse you.
and it got a 16, so it's a 22. So
You
that
didn't
hits.
roll it up.
I rolled on the app.
It didn't show up.
It is not showing on my app.
Right there.
Mine
DM
either.
16.
It's probably DM only. It's probably
Oh.
we can't see it.
So
Well,
it didn't count. I can't see it, so it doesn't count.
well, I promise you it is. I will even
No.
screenshot it and post it. Since nobody's going to trust me.
I believe you.
No, it's not trust. It's I don't like it.
There. It's posted.
It's not about trust. It's I don't like it.
All right. That hits.
No, I don't want
Wrong
your
chat, Mark.
screenshot.
Okay. We're going to roll the damage. You take. Oof. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to roll the d6 for the acid. And that is 5 points of acid damage. So, all in all, you take 16 points of damage.
I'm still alive.
Shit.
Wait, why did it say less? I had
Okay.
2. I have 2 HP left.
Okay, but you are up at the top of the. You are up at the top. You are, right in front of this giant blinded badger that's still scratching at its eyes. I'm going to say that Smalls, you are at the top of the hill. You're kind of still in the hole, but you're like right at the top, kind of keeping an eye on this thing. But you're still in the hole. But Mornrow, you are free and clear.
At what cost?
At what
Good.
cost? Okay. With that, we're going to go to Xena, Maddie, Abby, or Xena, and then Maddie. You're on deck.
There's things that have writing on it. I can't read what it says.
Okay, so I can. Well, Monroe's out.
Mm-hmm.
So can I?
There's an on-keg down in the hole where Bornrun was. There's an on-keg down in the hole. Basically, there are 3 on-kegs. Yeah. There are 3 on-kegs down in the holes, and then there's one still alive attacking that is being attacked by a guard on the eastern side. All the other on-kegs are dead.
So can I cast healing for Monroe?
You can, if you have any spells left.
Oh, do I have any spells left?
I don't know. I think you may only have 1 left.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Find your spells. You need to practice this.
My spells are in actions.
Keep rolling until you see spells. Keep rolling right.
Rolling. Rolling right. Wait. Am I rolling right? Spells. Cure wounds. Fairy fire, find.
There you go. Looks like you have 1 spell left.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. So it's a touch. You move. I'm going to say you use all your movement to get back over to where Mornrow is. Roll that 1d8 plus 4.
Sheesh, 7.
You get 7 points back, Mornrow. That is your action.
Thank
your
you.
movement. Any bonuses?
Um,
I don't think you have any.
bonus actions. I just have Magic Stone and Shillelagh. But what am I near? Who am I near?
You can't use that because it's just to put the spell on you. You can't use that as that is your action. You use bonus action to bring the magic into your weapon.
Okay, so am I done?
I think you're done.
I'm done.
Okay. Maddie, you're up. Abby, you're on deck.
Okay, so there's one in the hole that me and the guard are at then?
Yep, it's still kind of holding itself down there. It's kind of looking up at you, but it's not moving up at you yet.
Is it within reach? How far down is it?
It's about 25 feet down.
Okay. And do I have to use my bonus action to control the guard, or can I just tell you what he's going to do if I tell him what something to do?
He's a bonus action to use him, otherwise he's going to stay there guarding.
Okay, then I am going to actually just yell, "Do you want to live forever?" I'm just going to fire my Eldritch Blast down there. It's 120 range.
Okay, hell yeah. Roll me to hit.
Let's do that. 21.
21. That definitely hits. Roll me the damage.
3.
All right, 3 damage. Takes a little nasty smack on the head, and it kind of like squeals back a little bit, moves back another 5 feet, skittering back into the darkness, but you can still see it.
Awesome. I yell at the crowd again that has the on-keg over there. Fight! What are you doing? Fight for your lives!
They pay no attention to you. They are screaming and terrified and attempting to like scramble around. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be up there with the guard, waiting for this thing to die. All right. I'm good.
Okay. Abby, you're up. Morb, you're on deck.
I pressed the wrong one.
Okay, so Maddie is fighting one, and then what are the rest of them doing?
There's one on-keg that's attacking a guard on the eastern side, the eastern group of villagers, and then there are 3 down in the holes, 1 in each hole.
Okay. I'm going to help Maddie.
Okay.
Oh, nice. That's a dirty 20.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
What
It hits. What are you
what are you-
trying to do?
you're getting with? Yeah, it's in a hole about 25 feet.
I'm gonna use my whip blade on the onkeg that he's currently fighting.
It's 25 feet down in a hole. He's just shooting down the hole at it. So are you diving in the hole to try to attack it? Because your whip blade's not going to reach it.
Oh, my whip blade only extends like 10 feet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never mind then.
There's still one on the surface. There's one over there in the east that's on top.
Yeah, I'll just fight the one that's up top. That's the one that's fighting the guard, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll use my whip blade on that one instead.
Okay.
So
I'll
that's
let you-
the dirty 20.
Yep. I'll still let you use the dirty 20. That hits. Roll me the damage.
Okay. That is 4 damage.
Okay. All right. It's taking a smack, but it's still very much so alive. Guard is still engaged. Now, how do you reach these people? Do you fly over the crowd, or do you try to push your way through?
I'm gonna push my way through.
Okay.
I'm not gonna risk them thinking I'm another bug.
That's
Morb,
fair.
you're
All of
Morb's
this.
up. Monroe is on deck.
Can I see into the holes at all from my elevator position?
No, you cannot see down from where you are because they're about 25 feet under the ground. The shot that you made to free Abby was just kind of luck of the draw that you managed to get.
Yeah,
a
with the
perfect
natural 20. Okay, I
banking
wasn't.
angle. Yeah.
All right. I am going to hold my action in case any of the bugs within range come out of their holes. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. Holding your action. You want to roll your attack just in case now, or do you want to wait?
Oh, I can do it right now.
Okay, roll me the attack just to see.
10. That misses.
That misses, unfortunately. So I'm saying that you're taking an elevated position. You're keeping an eye out. You will be able to call things out if you see it, but that's about it. All right. Monroe, you're up. Drew, you're on deck.
I already did my stuff.
Oh, that's true. Drew, you're up. You are blinded, crazy giant badger.
Okay. Could I tell or feel that Monroe got out of the tunnel?
I would say, yeah, your animal instincts know that
Something passed me.
she's standing next to you. You could smell her, smell him.
Okay.
But you're still freaking out from being a giant blinded badger.
Okay.
So.
So I do just want to attack out in front of me.
Okay.
I did have a question. It says multi-attack. The badger makes 2 attack, one with its bite and one with its claws. Does that mean I do both as my action?
I believe so. Let me check real
Okay.
quick. I just need to check the
believe
wording.
so as well.
Yeah.
I believe its attack is multi-attack, where
Yeah,
it does
so-
both actions simultaneously.
Okay. I mean, that's what makes sense to me, but sometimes.
Yep, makes 2 attacks. One with his bite, one
Okay.
with his claws. So roll me. Yeah, it's a +3 to hit. So yeah, roll me both attacks if you're attacking twice.
Okay, am I rolling that at disadvantage because I'm blinded?
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 6 to hit?
Nope.
For one of them, no? Okay.
Nobody around you has a DC of 6 or lower or armor class.
Okay. And that's a 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits. So actually, I'm going to say that because
Oh, wait, no,
Monroe's-
hold on. That's disadvantage. I need to roll again.
Roll again. Yep.
That's a 9.
9. Nobody in your immediate vicinity has an armor class of 9. So you're kind of
Okay.
flashing and flailing about, kind of like scratching the stuff out of your eyes, trying to figure out what it is. But you managed to not hit anybody, thankfully.
Hooray.
Yeah. All right. We are going to move back down underground. Kyron and Drum, you are being buried alive. Your DC is now 20.
Yes.
You still have advantage from one last time of helping. Basically, it's about 15 feet. Well, yeah, it's somewhere between 10 and 15 feet. So if you make one good check, you'll be out. But if you pass this, you're not moving anywhere. Or if you fail this, you're not moving anywhere. And then you will not be able to help each other in the next round. And the DC will continue to go up.
All right. I think in this circumstance, I find my page. I think I am the one to roll because we only have like 10 feet left. I'm drag the horse out by his neck.
Okay.
At least attempt to. We're gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna.
I agree with this theorem due to the fact of he has a higher strength, I believe. You got
I'm
a
so
+4?
happy.
Pretty sure he does.
Well, fun fact. It was at advantage, right? Not disadvantage.
It's an advantage, yes.
All right. 20.
You make the 20?
I make the 20.
Oh. As you reach through and you just kind of punch through the top of this sand and dirt and everything collapsing down into this, and you find your hand just finding purpose on something up above. And like imagine that scene from like Captain America, I think it's Winter Soldier, where he's like holding on to the helicopter and holding on to the railing and just like pulling himself, trying to keep it. But except you're pulling this like giant half horse centaur, cleric behind you, clad in heavy armor, as you're attempting to pull yourself and bicep lift this horse guy up over your head as well, but you both manage to just crest over the top and find air.
Fantastic.
We've made it.
Last
You're
time I
up.
ask you if you need a light. Gonna lay there for a minute. That's
Yeah.
that's go back to the top of the round. We're gonna lay here for a
As
sec.
you both kind of just lay there on your back, looking up at the ceiling of this place, kind of gasping and spitting up gravel and dirt and everything else. And, hearing that kind of like elevator music in your head, like, whoo, boy.
Yeah.
And we're back to the top of the round. Smalls, you're up. You still, all of your guards are split off and doing other things. I'll actually roll for the guard that is guarding. So you actually had, 6 guards. 2 went to the one to the east, or to the west. 2 went to the one to the east, and the other 2 split between the bug holes So the other two are still guarding the bug holes. I'll roll for the ones that are attacking the Onkeg in the ones that are so top of the round. The ones that went to the west, all the Onkegs there are dead. Those guards immediately take the villagers and move them out and try to get them up to someplace high. That group is safe.
Woo!
Oop, that is
Success.
24. Managed to save one.
Yay, one group is okay.
You fully saved the other group earlier. I'll just keep that in mind. So that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 22. They were like
Those
For
guards
being
will
nice.
return. Marshall, those guards will return after
after
they
this
make
round.
Okay.
Potentially, yes. We'll roll for that. But all right, the ones that are attacking in the east, I will roll for them. They're attacking the Yonkeg. They both get a +6. They both hit. One with a dirty 20, one with a 16. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna roll their damage on the app because I don't know where my D12 dice are. So, roll. First one is an 11, and I believe with their, what is yours? Small. Hang on. Sorry, I'm doing math here. For the +4, so that is 15 damage for the first one.
D&D. That's not a thing.
I know. 15 damage, and then 9, so 15 and 9 is 24 damage to the one in the east as these two work in unison and just clobber down on this thing. 18. That thing is badly damaged. It's still alive and thrashing and fighting. All right. The other two are going to stand guard at the holes, and they're not going to move. They're going to hold their position in case they come up. But Smalls, you're up.
I'm gonna start moving my way out of the hole.
Okay. Yeah, it's no problem. It's you work your way out. You still have you still have all of your, I'm going to say you use 5 feet of your movement to get out of the hole. So you still have, I think, 25 feet of movement and all of your action and bonus action.
Okay. In that particular instance, Smalls would not actually know how damaged the left Onkeg is. So I'm going to go running towards that to try and help there.
Okay. 25. Make me since you're moving through the crowd and you only have 5 feet left to get there, make me a DC 12 strength check just to move through the crowd. If you don't make the check, then you will not be able to get to there on time.
Just a custom roll, right? Or
yeah, just a DC. Well, it's a check. So hit your +4 to strength.
Oh, my bad. That's what I wanted to check.
You're good.
20.
Beautiful. You make your way through the crowd as you see this gigantic, like 7-foot tall Goliath coming through with a giant maul and the head of a fucking dire wolf hanging off of his side. They immediately part ways like the Red Sea getting out of your way. And you make your way to the Yonkeg with the 2 guards. You have your action and bonus.
I'm going to just come in with the maul and go swinging for it then.
Okay. Go for it.
The giant whiff. Like, epic level, got a 1.
Oof, shit. I'm going to say...
Did you roll with reckless so you can roll at advantage?
You would need to reactivate your... Yeah, you have reckless attack, don't you?
Do I?
think it
Yes, you do.
Rage.
Level. Does it require rage?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It does
It
not.
doesn't.
not.
Oh yeah.
Does he have
Yeah. No.
reckless?
Then
What
it's
is-
innate at level 3. You can roll with advantage, giving your
Yeah,
opponent
you have reckless.
against roll advantage against you.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, there
So
you go.
basi-
Okay.
Yeah, you roll an
Thank you for
advantage.
calling
But anything
that out.
attacking you goes to
Yeah.
advantage. Yep. So
I'm
you're
here
good.
to help you guys as well.
Good job.
Thank you.
Reroll that nat 1. Hopefully you don't get it twice.
No shit. Oh, I plussed up to a 3.
Well,
it's
it's not
not
a
at 1.
Oh, it's not a nat 1. So because what was going to
My
happen?
God, my rolls tonight are
Because
horrible.
what was going to happen on nat 1 was going to be a little embarrassing. But you swing your maul coming down. You try to crash this thing over the head to end in one fell swoop, but the thing immediately kind of like reels back and then reels back on its hind legs, and it's like a giant underbelly is exposed as it rears up and is like looming over the top of all 3 of you. But your attack does not find purpose.
Okay.
All right, Xena, you're up. Maddie, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm by Smalls, right?
Nope, you are at the far end of the south. You can move through the crowd to try to attack the one on the east, but you would have to make the same strength check that Maddie or Smalls did. You are not
So-
you're not a high ground, so you don't have a clear line of sight for a range attack.
But I can't. And how far am I?
About 30 feet. You can move through the crowd. It's just you're going to have to move through the crowd with a strength check. Or if you want to try and leap over them, I'll allow you to make it acrobatics.
Okay. I'll do an acrobatics.
Okay. DC 12 acrobatics, and I'll allow Athena to give you the help action, so you can roll that at advantage.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Beautiful. I would say you jump on the back of Athena and you're kind of like leaping off of like some of these people, pushing them to the ground, but using the momentum to kind of like spring off of them and jumping over this crowd as you come over. And go ahead and roll. You're going to attack, I assume, right?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll me that attack. Shillelagh.
Okay. Sorry, I lost it. Shillelagh, where are you? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, fudge. 9.
9 unfortunately does not hit.
Shit.
So
Oh.
same kind of deal. You come up and you rear over with Athena as you come clubbing down with your magically enchanted quarterstaff. Doesn't find purpose, but you are now with Smalls and these two guards. This bug is wildly outnumbered. I don't know exactly how to describe what a fear would look like in a bug, but it's definitely kind of like squealing and reeling back, realizing that it is vastly outnumbered at this point.
And its belly showing, right?
It is.
But do I have anything else?
Nope, because Athena gave you the help action. That's your movement.
Shit, because attack the belly. Sorry.
You can shout that out to remind everybody.
Attack the belly.
Maddie, you're up. Abby, you're on deck.
Good call, Xena. I'm gonna go ahead and run over there since I'm already in that area, and this guard has the hole under control. And as I pass by Smalls, I'm gonna say, "Thanks for joining us, finally." And I'm gonna go ahead and attack the bug.
Okay, go for it.
And can I attack the stomach since it's showing? Do I have to say that?
Yep. Armor class is reduced by 5 actually doing that since you specifically pointed it out.
Thanks, Xena. Let's get it. All right, 21.
That definitely hits.
Nice.
That is 8 plus also have Hex is still on that one since it's the same one. So 9 damage for the first part.
Beautiful. It is on death's door. It's looking rough.
I'll go ahead and do an unarmed strike then for my bonus action.
Go for it.
And that's a 9, but that still hits, right? Because of the belly.
It just hits, yeah. So
Yeah.
DC reduced by 5, it's 9. Hits it, beats it.
Hit. 5 plus another d6. Be 10 more damage.
It had 9 hit points left. Describe how you want to eviscerate this thing.
All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead since there's an unarmed strike. I've been training my hand since Xena told me it turns that fist into a knife hand. Since they reversed my digit stuff. So I want to stab through it with my knife hand. Yeah, thanks, Xena, and just stab it through the heart.
Well, I wouldn't exactly know where this thing's heart is, but I would say that you find the point between that little bit of underbelly right there, and you just kind of rip up underneath, and it's almost like a Kali Ma situation. You just rip this thing up and kind of rip the bottom plate off, and just taking a whole bunch of flesh and guts with you, and it just pours out as this thing just kind of floods out in front of you. It is done.
Oh yeah.
You are definitely covered in bug guts right now.
Hell no. I will press digitate and get all it off me.
Okay. Keep the momentum. Abby, you are up. Morb, you're on deck.
Okay, so they took care of one of them, but I'm still in front of another one, right?
Oh, they're all down in holes right now. The ones that are left are down in holes.
Oh, okay. So then Maddie is by me. And so Xena.
Yeah, you move through the crowd. I forgot to make you roll your DC check, but I'll punish you for that later. For my mistake.
For my mistake.
I mean, I guess. Okay. I am I'm gonna give like a really, really big smile at Maddie and Smalls and be like, thank you guys for helping me get out of that. That was terrifying. Can we like help move people in a more like direct fashion?
Absolutely. You're trying to move them up on top of roofs and whatnot and up on the high ground.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You will do that. I'm going to give advantage on the next check if any trapdoor spiders try to grab people, but yep, you start moving villagers out.
Okay.
Morb, anything?
Same thing. Hold my turn until someone comes out.
Okay. Monroe, Drew, you're on deck.
I think realizing this badger just now is wildly just attacking. Do I have any perception of the bug that was in the hole?
It's still down there. You can look. You can literally like stay on the edge there and look down and see it, kind of like waiting.
Hey, can I ask a
I-
question
Hang on.
really fast?
Yep.
Sorry, no, it's not my turn, but isn't there a trap door?
You guys lifted the earth to throw it away.
Okay.
So once you lifted the earth, it's thrown off to the side. The bugs would like move it back with their feet and close it behind you.
Okay. Sorry, just clarification. Thank you.
You're good.
Oh, that makes sense. So, I think for my character's sake, I'm going to run away from all of this as like a big fuck that sort of thing because there's now a badger here that was wildly swiping around and my health is not where it is and I have to find where Xena went because Xena helped me and I need to help her.
I would say that you saw Xena move towards the east to finish off that one bug. So you want to move over to with them?
So is it an acrobatics to get through or a strength
Nope.
check to get through?
You'd still have to move through the crowd. So yeah, if you want to get to where the group is, you'll need to make an acrobatics. DC 13.
Okay.
Or 12, sorry.
19 on that one.
Nice.
You move through the crowd. I would say that you're not jumping off of people, but you're kind of like mirthfully leaping through, and you make it to where the rest of the group is. Okay.
So I'm with the
Anything else?
group and readying an action if I see anything.
Okay. Drew, anything?
Am I still blind?
You are now, it's the end of the round, so no, you are no longer blinded.
Okay. Is the bug still close to me?
It's down the hole. It's waiting. It's about 25 feet away.
Going towards it seems stupid. It gets an attack of opportunity if I leave the hole, right?
You're not in the hole. You're at the top. You never went
Okay,
down.
cool.
It's 25 feet away from you down the hole, waiting. It's just kind of like looking up and like doing a crazy chitter. What do you want to do?
I'm going to revert form.
Okay.
So go back to normal. And then I want to... Maybe. I want to do Ice Knife.
Ooh. Okay. Roll me an attack.
That's a 6.
6 to hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, does not. This thing does an
Didn't think
AoE
so.
thing, doesn't it? Does Ice Knife have an AoE? Like it does an area of effect when it explodes?
Yeah,
don't-
it does explode. It has an explosion after the fact.
So roll me the damage on it on that 6. I'm going to say that you strike the it's a DC to hit the wall of the earth, but around
Okay.
it. Like you're trying to, so,
Well, it says hit or miss. The shard explodes. The target creature within 5 feet must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
okay, could do that. What's the DC on it?
13.
You're good, Mark. 13. All right, let me roll this real quick. They don't have great dex. It's +1, so Come on. Cooperate. Ah. Okay. The app is weird. There it goes. That is only a 6 plus a 1, so 7. Does not succeed the dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Give me the damage.
11.
11 damage. On that, the bug itself takes 11 points of damage and also the surrounding area. As you throw this ice knife down, channeling it through, you've used this spell before. It erupts just like you don't hit your target dead on, but it just kind of like bounces off the wall and hits, and the exploding ice around, and the tunnel immediately begins to collapse all around this thing. And all you see is these little squealing little like beady bug eyes as this thing comes chittering and snapping at the earth around it, and it's immediately buried behind, and the tunnel collapses all the way up to your feet.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That we're at the top of the round, or we're at Iron and Drum. Is there anything you two want to do, or are you still looking up at the ceiling?
I'm gonna stand up, dust myself off, and say, "Well, maybe next time." And I'm gonna start crawling out of the. Are we at the bottom of the hole, or are we?
Yeah, you guys are at the you're in the basically the collapsed section of the bar here, so you can climb out. I would say if you want to use your full actions and turns and everything to climb out, you can.
All right, then I'm gonna start climbing out.
Okay. Kyron, anything?
Same. I'm just.
All right.
We made it. For
All of a
fuck's
sudden,
sake.
as you guys make it up to the top, even down in the base of the bar here with the door open, you hear off in the distance, you hear a resounding horn. All of a sudden starts resonating, and all of you outside hear the same thing as this giant horn erupts and it just starts echoing throughout the entire town. And all of you standing ready, waiting outside these holes, clearing villagers, making safe, making sure nothing else comes out, nothing else comes. You see just a collection of guards start pouring down the hill, the same direction that Smalls and the other guards start coming from. As it looks like an entire, almost like legion. It looks like all of the guards that have been absent from here, all the ones that you managed to see the first time you were here, have returned. And coming down the hill, leading the charge, is a gnome. He is. Sorry. Get to my. He appears to be like a male rock gnome. He's about 4 feet tall, decently tall for a. He's actually pretty tall for a gnome. But he wears this large puffed red beret that easily adds another 6 more inches to his height. And it's adorned with this giant 2-foot vibrant ashen gray feather. Drew and Xena, or anybody that is proficient in nature, can make me a nature roll right now.
I got a 3.
Okay.
What if
Anybody
I'm
else?
proficient in persuasion? Can I persuade you to let me do it?
Unfortunately not.
All right,
Anybody-
next time.
Anybody else got nature? I would say even on a 3, Drew, you know that this is a feather from a very large bird.
Sorry, I got a what was it? Hold on. 6, I think it was.
A 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, same kind of deal. You know that this is from a very large bird, just given the size of it. Okay?
Mhm.
He is charging down the hill, and he carries a finely made longsword that is obviously too large for him. He's swinging it like a greatsword. Okay? He's lugging it around like a claymore or a greatsword. Okay? His clothes and this padded armor over chainmail, they're very well made, tailored, gilded, guys, gilded in gold, blue, and burgundy. And we'll get to the rest of it here, but he is charging down the hill, and I will share his vision.
Well, I got a 20. I'm sorry
a-
I was muted.
Okay, you got a 20?
On a nature check, yes.
Okay, that beautiful. You recognize this feather immediately. You know that it comes from a creature known as a rock.
ROCK?
ROC,
Ah.
which is a gigantic predatory bird that you've only heard about in like stories. You've never actually seen one yourself, but you do know that from the stories that you know about this kind of beast, that the beast is those beasts are known to hunt anything and anyone that carries the feathers of its kin.
Mm.
right. Come on. There we go. Drop this in general chat, and there is his picture. As these guards come just pouring down the hole or pouring down the walkway, they start fanning out in between the buildings, moving villagers to safety. And you see that this guy comes strutting down the walkway. As he goes, he has a giant cigar that's kind of hanging off of his mouth, and he comes walking by, and he's pulling these things out of a satchel on his side. They appear to be these small, almost like clay-like cylinders with a small fuse sticking out. He takes his cigar out of his mouth, lights the fuse, and walks by. Drew, he kind of looks at you, doesn't even pay you that much of attention, and tosses the bomb to the pit that's the one that just collapsed to your side. And then he walks over to the other 2 pits and tosses 2 more in there, and these erupt in a small green, about 5-10 feet wide, of green flame, and the holes begin collapsing as he begins throwing these explosives inside, and begins motioning to all of his guards without saying a whole lot, putting his hand up, waving his sword in the air, and motioning to all of his guards, and they begin clearing out all of the villagers, making safe the city.
Oh shit!
And with that,
Nice.
we're going to take a quick break.
Nice.
We are out of combat.
Nice.
Woo! No doubt.
Sit down. As really quickly, as I see him coming, I am gonna make sure that I am properly cloaked.
And Monroe, is this your gnome of standing? Remember you mentioned the gnome?
Oh.
I don't know. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah, is this your gnome of renowned? Your gnome of renowned.
We'll offer some clarification on that perhaps when we get back.
Yeah. Okay. Taking a break. Gotta pee.
All right, everybody take a 10-minute break. We'll come back at 8:46 my time, or 8:47.
8:47. All right.
Coming back. Oh, mute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I gotta learn how to do timestamps and shit like that. That should help out a bit. That'd make life easier.
I'm definitely gonna have to re-listen to this.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad you guys are not dead.
Trying to get my groove back here. We took 3 weeks off now. My flow's gone.
You're good. It's been a long couple days.
Can agree to that.
I didn't get back till 9 o'clock yesterday night, cause Ma got back from getting stuff from her father's storage units, and I had to go help unload that after opening up at 9 in the morning at work. Then I went to work and didn't get off till 5. And here we are. We've made it.
We made it.
It's only Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday?
I mean, it's Sunday. The day of the week is Sunday.
It's like, shit, where have I been?
But the way my work week works is it's the Wednesday of my week.
Oh, gotcha.
I work the weekend, so I don't have to take days off during the normal work week for adulting, like the DMV and doctors, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
And I'm like, no, just don't call me in those days. You're already prepared to not have me there. This is the normal.
I'm enjoying life without a computer because I'm still between moves right now for relocation. I'm just inside of my car because the house has 5 people in it. I'm like, I don't want them to listen to me playing D&D, yelling at the bugs and stuff.
I want to be a nerd in peace.
Leave me alone.
That's beautiful. The nerd herd.
The nerd herd.
Just polymorph everyone into sheep.
Hey man, you don't know what you're missing out on until you've been a sheep in this game. I'm telling you.
No, I do. So,
Oh.
recap of one of my first times playing D&D. I don't like kobolds anymore. I have personal issues with them. Because the DM had a fun, sick, twisted sense of humor to make them Scottish. And one of them happened to be very horny one time.
Oh man.
Oh,
What?
yes. And this was the king of the kobolds. I
Oh
walked
man.
into his personal chambers, and he was fucking a sheep.
I bet he was.
And from this point on, I can't look at kobolds the same. They are the inferior dragon race.
Oh man.
It's like, nope. People, are you surprised by what DMs throw at you in D&D games anymore? After that, no. No.
Yeah, I bet
No.
absolutely not. This is all very tame.
It's like, I'm good with this. This is nice.
I try not to let anything overtly sexual or awkward get to started. If you guys begin that on your own, that's your business.
Hey, I just uploaded the tamale store if anyone's interested.
Tamales! Where do we upload the tamale store at?
It's on Cave Creek, which is by me. So if anyone has requests, just let me know. Oh shoot. How do you get the pictures? What the heck? Oh, Lindsay cut my hair. I have shorter hair now. Want to see?
It looks
You want
amazing.
to see?
You should show the
Okay.
I love it though. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that was the one where I was in my underwear. My t-shirt.
Oh
Anyway.
hey, what's up? Hey girl, hey. Looks great.
Yeah, thanks. She does a great job. She's been cutting my hair since 2010, 2009.
Okay.
2010.
Yeah. So she did a great job. I went back to the 1990s. Layer it up, baby.
It's a 90s haircut. I'm terrible with haircuts. I couldn't even tell you any generations.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just well, for me it was Farrah Fawcett, but I pulled it up. So Farrah Fawcett, you know. Do you remember her?
Love me some Farrah Fawcett. Might have a poster somewhere.
Right? I do. I remember my brother-in-law had a poster of Farrah.
I
But
think
yeah,
every
that was
kid.
it was technically an 80s haircut, but
Hmm.
anyway. So now bangs and layers. Wait, what?
Might be the most awkward first wild shape I've seen in a long time, but I dig it.
Yeah, it was good. It's like, oh my eyes, my eyes. Yeah, so if anyone wants to order tamales for the July extravaganza, look on the menu.
Oh, it's gonna happen for sure. That's gonna happen for sure.
Faux show. But I'm gonna go early. Well, like in the next week or so, just to see what they have and see. We'll do a taste testing. Me and Lindsay and Marshall. This is good. This is good. Or this is bad. This is bad. Did Monica say they had strawberry tamales? Did I hear that? Or
I missed that. If that was true, I'm not sure.
dessert tamales? I don't know.
I believe you're not incorrect, but I believe Miss Monica is muted at the moment.
Yes, she is. But dessert tamales? Regular tamales? I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on the dessert tamales. I need mine icy and salty. Something delicious.
I love green corn. Not
Mhm.
green tamales, but green corn tamales.
Sometimes people consider the strawberry tamales as dessert tamales, but they do make strawberry tamales.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to go browse because I heard it's a great tamale kitchen. So if that's what people want, I mean, I'm not going to force it on anyone.
Aren't sweet tamales traditionally made with like coconut milk and pineapple?
Ooh.
You can make them one.
Is that in the masa?
Yeah, it would be. They're supposed to be in general.
I do know how to make tamales. I had a class. But yeah, it was just like your basic tamales, but green corn was always my favorite.
Gross.
Hey,
Hey, y'all, I'm going to use a cough drop real quick. So if I sound like I'm chewing on something over here, I do apologize. But
How you feeling?
I'm better. I've got the last throes of it, so I'm trying not to cough or hack up anything. Gross on the mic here.
Yeah. Got that book, The Lost Herbs and How
Nice.
to Treat People with Lost Herbs. I'm going to find some herbs and treat you.
I like herbs.
Herbs are good.
Yes.
Wolfsbane,
Yeah.
lemongrass.
Okay.
Ashwagandha, all that great. But this is a rosemary and chamomile and
Ooh.
lavender.
Very
Yeah, and
relaxing.
so it's supposed to help chill out. I mean, I like the gummies, but I'm trying to not use them as much. I don't know. They work. They work. They help me sleep, but I think I'm going to plant rosemary in my front yard because I had a plant die. So I'm going to ask someone or my landscaper, can you help me plant this rosemary?
All right. Is everybody here?
Yes.
Que bueno.
Yeah.
Okay. Wales, I heard you. Maddie, are you here?
I am.
Allie, are you here?
I'm here.
Beautiful. All right. We're going to move back into it. Let me find my notes here. All right. As I said, this very well dressed and, like I said, almost ridiculously armed individual comes strutting down here. He is carrying this massive. It's not a massive blade. It's a normal longsword to anybody else. But he's toting it around like a claymore, but he's kind of like wielding it on his shoulder like it's nothing. Tossing these exploding apparatus like clay like pots left and right. He kind of comes over and he starts motioning around, swinging his sword, telling the guards to fan out. They start clearing out the streets, making safe the city. He kind of turns and looks at all of you. And what do we have here? You lot, Over here. Motions to all of you, the group that's in the east. And you!
Hey.
He kind of looks back at Drew. You stay where you are. Don't move.
Drew's
You have a
gonna just
problem
take
with
one
me?
step to the left.
And immediately, like, 4 guards kind of converge on you and drop the halberds.
Wait. What are you doing to Drew?
What part?
Is she still
But-
a badger?
And he
Sorry.
kind
No.
of, no, and he kind of puts his finger up to the rest of the group, and he kind of looks at Drew. What part of "Don't Move" was unclear to you?
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna stand there, not moving.
It was a rhetorical question. I don't need an answer. Just stand there and be quiet. So, greetings. Let me ask you this. Who the fuck are you?
Do we have a name yet, guys?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
We had discussions, but never came up with one.
Are you all deaf?
I'm gonna nudge Maddie.
Oh, God. Well, I'd like to ask you the same question.
Smack Maddie's arm. He's like, who?
He kind of like reels back a little bit, takes the cigar out of his mouth, kicks it, like flicks it off into the ground.
Roof just swinging his feet.
Oh. Major Domo Logain at your service.
Major Domo.
I bow as well, and I say, Matty Ice, at your...
Yeah, sure.
Xena
whatever.
Kurtz.
That's cute.
I'm gonna just my head a little bit.
Are you trying to stay hidden?
Not really. I just don't want to draw any additional attention to myself.
Okay.
I
Doesn't pay
actually
you anyway.
I turn around to Abby also, and I give her my dragon slumbering potion to drink so that she can heal up a little.
I'm gonna thank him and then I'll drink it.
So you get back 10 hit points.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And then Athena just kind of purrs
You see a bunch of guards.
loudly.
You see a bunch of guards kind of converge, and they start coming up, and several of you over here. They're referring to this guy as Lord Mayor, but they're starting to report that the sound safe. Streets are made safe. Reporting a different sector. Bugs have been cleared out. The holes have been cleared. He's just kind of nodding and kind of waving his men off and sending them back in different directions.
Thank you for your prompt response. You saved the day.
I saved the day.
I bow again.
Well, Smalls did.
Same here.
I save the day. This is my town. This is my people. And I
Xena
thank you.
Kurtz.
And I thank you for your contributions. Now, kindly answer my first question. Who the fuck are you?
We're just a group trying to save villagers. We heard the commotion and we are just here to help in any way we can.
You just happened to show up in my town right before these creatures burst to the ground, huh?
Can I tell Maddie with my telepathy thing to just tell him that we're traveling with Grunhild's ex-husband and we stopped by on our way through our next place?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea since she's gonna know who that is. I say all of that.
Before you get a chance to say any of that, he immediately turns his hand back to Drew. Creatures that burst out of the ground, tunneling underneath all of my fine homes and establishments here, and you travel with This.
Hey, he's with us.
Why are you calling him a thing? He's Drew.
Yeah.
He didn't burrow anywhere. What are you talking about?
We were here with Gunhilda. We were just saving your town.
All we know is bugs sprouted out, and then all of a sudden random badgers, and we have no idea what's going on. And now you're attacking Drew, and that's very confusing.
I walk
Lord Mayor
over to where Drew is at too. Like I don't want him to be by himself. Like he's with us. Like you can raise your swords or whatever.
The guards do not let you get anywhere near him.
He's with us.
Drew is gonna cross his arms and kind of like stand up and look down at the gnome. And what exactly do you think I am?
Morb, from your elevated position, you actually see Gunhild just side of this courtyard, but you can see her kind of like assisting other villagers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So off your passive perception, just like you know.
No, I'm watching.
I don't know. And he turns back to Drew. He turns back and Logan turns back to Drew. I don't know. Show up with my men, start clearing out the shit, and I see a giant fucking budge in the middle of my town square, tearing up the earth by itself. You sure you're with this group?
You think Drew is a badger?
I mean, he's right. I was a badger. That's a druid. That's part of what a druid does. Is I can turn into a big fucking badger because my teammate was drug underground by a fucking spider.
You're the badger?
We'll discuss that later.
I farted on you, my man.
Again, we'll discuss that later. Monroe. Thank you.
Drew, you're getting the impression from this that druids may not be as common as you think.
Sick.
Well, as for the rest of you, I thank you for your services. You may go, but I'll be hanging on to your friend here for a while for some questions.
Wait, what? He's
But Lord Mayor,
I'm immediately going to put my hand on Mornrow's shoulder and be like, we should just go. We can stay here until he's done talking with him, okay?
How many guards are there?
4.
What was that?
4 are surrounding Drew right now.
I'm like, we should just go. It is okay.
Out of curiosity, how far are they from the tavern right now?
Several hundred yards. Like if
Dang
you guys
it.
wanted to start
Okay.
making your way out, you definitely would not be observing any of this conversation right now. But if you wanted to have made your way out, I would say that you're kind of outside the bar and you have the same directions that you could go that we all started with. You can go west to the Palisades, south to the docks, east to the where the villages are, or the houses and stuff are.
Oh no, I was just going to cause a little chaos if I was within 120 yards, but if
Nah.
that's not the case, no worries.
Not yet.
I'm gonna just be like, we should probably go check on Drum and Kyra or on the ship. We can do that while we're waiting.
Athena, stop. Athena's trying to go and protect Drew. And it's like, Athena, stop. They'll take care of this. And Athena growls because it's like, that is not fair. She says it's not fair, but we will listen to you and go our way, but do not hurt him.
Is anyone good at persuasion at all?
I was gonna say, can I persuade him that we can meet up with Drew either in the prison cell or something and know that Drew is not dead?
Sure. Roll me a perception check or a persuasion
Help
check.
action. I'm proficient.
Help action. Okay.
I'm proficient.
So who's making the roll? Monroe?
Monroe.
I have a +5, yeah.
Nope. All you.
10, 15, and 20 will get you different results.
How about a 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Why didn't it show up on my thing?
The app's been a little funky since it got updated, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. I can screenshot it.
On
No,
a 20,
I believe you.
on a 24, what do you say?
Oh.
What exactly are you trying to explain in this? Like, what are you trying to get out of it?
Lord Mayor, truly, we had no idea Drew was capable of these things. I mean, I literally farted on a badger to get away. It sounds interesting, I admit, but no harm really came to us per a badger because we were able to safely get away per a badger attacking a bug. And I know this seems very strange. It is very strange to me. We have a lot to talk about, but may I ask that he not be put to death right away, but we
At
would have
all?
the as a Lord Mayor that there would be a trial or there would be something where we can come back and get represent or bring some clarity upon any misgivings or misconceptions that are happening. We've been through so much. Grunhilda, has been helping the tavern, and we've been trying to help Grunhilda, but we really want to make sure everything's fine.
As soon as you say Hilda, you actually notice 24 that she is actually kind of like witnessing some of this off in the distance, has made her way over to the group and immediately just kind of comes over and starts wailing, kind of taking in stock of the situation, and comes in as Monroe is making his plea to Major Domo Logain. Listening to all of this, she immediately spots Drew over in the distance being, kind of held at halberd point by these 4 guards. She just shouts out, "Logan, quit your shit, alright? We got people dead out of the fucking streets. We got enough fucking shit to deal with. You weren't even fucking here. These people were fucking here. Quit your shit, alright? Enough. We can have the fucking measuring contest later. Let these people go. They're the only reason half these people are still fucking alive." Logan just like narrows his eyes a little bit, kind of puffs up his shoulders and like fluffs his coat, so to speak. Does anybody here proficient in perception?
Yeah.
Anybody that's proficient in perception,
yes.
make a roll real quick.
I am not.
I am.
Someone in the background yells, "Bitch!"
It's a 9.
I got a 6.
6,
I got a 16.
16. All right.
I forgot him.
And what are we in
Perception.
perception?
If you're
Okay.
if you
If
are
you're proficient.
proficient,
If you have the filled in white
I got a
hole next to it.
18.
18. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
You shocked me.
All right. On the 16 and 18, Xena and Monroe, you both notice on the left side of his lapel, of his coat, is a small lapel sigil crest. It's like the clasp for his cape. It's in the shape of 3 swords, 3 crossed swords inside of a crown.
So you're royalty.
So, go ahead and take note for whatever you want to later.
Yeah.
He just nails his eyes and snorts another cigar out of his up, and that's it. Just get the fuck out of town, all of you. He kind of motions all the halberds. Go.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yes, sir.
Just take Avi's lead and go.
Combination of keeping Gunhild alive and a 24. Very.
So are
Floor?
we heading to the tavern?
Floor is yours. Where do you want to go? He's telling you to
Good question.
We have to go to the ship, right?
go ahead.
Question, Michael. In any of his talkings at all, did he ever look up at work?
Nope.
I wasn't sure.
You
I'm
didn't
gonna
see him?
I'm gonna use my telepathy to be like, more. You weren't included in any. maybe check? Can you check on Kyron and Drum back at the tavern, and then we'll meet you guys at the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna move along on the roof, closer to the, trying to get closer to the bar, check on the horseman, and the doesn't like me.
You're trying to move from like roof to roof to get to the bar.
Oh, as much as I can.
Okay, just make me a quick acrobatics check.
There's
DC
more bugs.
DC 10.
Scared me. 17.
Yeah, you're good. You kind of like do this like amorphous thing where you just kind of like bloop from one rooftop to the next, and yeah, you move your way and you can make your way to the bar relatively easily. You notice that Kyron and Drum are not inside the bar anymore. They're actually on the outside, kind of looking around.
I'm gonna be like perched, kind of like a Batman pose on the head. Just like, do they look like dusty?
Oh yeah, they're covered in like sand and dirt and gravel. they look like they were buried alive.
You guys good? Hold up with them.
Hey, look, it's Morph.
Vaguely hold up a thumb. Kinda.
I'm gonna wave like I know that guy.
Yes.
Well, Drew kind of turned into an animal and got us in trouble, so we got to go to the boat.
Wait, Drew could turn into an animal?
Apparently.
Why was he trying to help us when we were trying to save people from the water? That seems like it'd be real useful then.
I don't know.
Alright, we can head back to the ship. I don't think we can get anything more here.
Yeah. The ship sounds
Oh.
nice. Sleep.
Does everybody start making their way back to the ship?
Yes. Yes.
Does anybody have
I am
anything that they
going-
want to do on their way to the ship, or say anything?
I
Conversation.
do want to apologize and thank Gunhilda.
She just she kind of like you're still from a distance, and you're not able to close the distance to talk to her, but you can just kind of like give her a nod and like kind of mouth thank you to her for right now.
Okay.
Guards are not letting you. They're like basically they've opened up and allow you to leave, but they're like kind of leave this area. Do not go further in.
Back to the ship.
Am I able to like search around without drawing too much attention, or are all the guards and everything watching us?
You got a lot of eyes on you right now. I would say if you've left the like after you leave the town square, kind of. If you wanted to try, what are you looking for? What are you wanting to do exactly?
Yeah, I have a pretty good habit of searching all the dead bodies for like coin and weapons and stuff like that, just for treasures.
Okay, you wanted to check on the on-kegs?
Yeah,
I want to do something similar, but to scrape off the black powder residue thing and collect it.
Okay. Do you have anything like in your as an artificer? Do you have any like glass vials or anything like for collection?
I have alchemist supplies.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 3 vials that you can use for whatever you choose here. And moving forward, you're gonna need to purchase more if you want to use them. Okay.
That's fine. I'll take anything I can get for free.
All right. So out of your alchemist supplies, I say you have 3 glass vials. So, real quick, we're gonna resolve Maddie first. He asked first. So what do you want me to do here? You wanting to check over some of the on-kegs?
Yeah, I think they'd probably hate me if I did all the villagers that were dying and stuff. So I'll do the on-kegs.
Okay. Just roll me as you guys kind of make your way out, roll me a stealth check to kind of like not draw the attention of guards. It's going to be a DC. I'll leave it 10 because it's a lot of commotion still kind of going around.
15.
Very nice. You are out of the view of all the guards. There are plenty of on-keg bodies around. It's like there are some that you guys killed. There are ones that the other guards and stuff have seemed to have killed. What exactly do you want to do?
Yeah, can I do a nature check or something to see if I know if anything is valuable on these as a monster for selling or anything like that?
Let me just check something real quick. Come on, app. So you can either do, it would either be nature or investigation. I will allow you to do one of those.
+0. Let's do investigation just because, you know?
Okay.
15.
15. You notice, like, just from your history of what you were fighting here, and like in the brief time, you've never seen these creatures before, but just in the brief time, you've learned a lot about them. It's like they don't really react to sight a whole lot. They're very sound based. The chitinous armor on their back is extremely durable, and they spew acid.
Get the acid.
Well, I can't really use the acid at all, so I'm gonna try and take whatever I can of their armor then, I guess, and probably link up with my blacksmith friend Drum.
Okay. So with that, I need to find the. It's been a while since we did this. We haven't skinned any animals, so.
Ah, yeah. Skin it.
Hunting, fishing, foraging. Trade good licenses, counters. I'm trying to remember what the thing was here, guys. Sorry, just a second. All right. So, is anybody else assisting you with this?
Is
Did anybody else want to go along with him? You'll still need to make the stealth check. But is Maddie doing this by himself?
I kind of want to go because I'm interested in the acid.
Okay. So, Xena, I need you to make a stealth check. It's still DC 10.
I got a 18.
Nice. You are both free and clear of the guards. There are several onkegs around you here. So with this, I need you to roll together. One of you can either give the help action to the other. You can either roll nature or survival. 1 through 10 is a failure. 10 through 20 is a success. Plus, or a 20 or higher is a critical success. And I'll tell you what you get and what you're trying to do here. Are you trying to remove the shells? Are you trying to bottle the acid? What do you want to do?
I think both of those, and Xena, I'm sure your nature or survival is better than me, so I can help you.
So my survival is +6. So
Yeah,
let's
do
Okay.
that then.
So I'm going to roll here real quick. I'll roll it on the app. You will have, I'm going to roll a d4. I'm going to say minimum of 1. I'm going to say you have 2 on kegs in your immediate area on your stealth checks that you can try. So you can roll 1 time for each on keg at advantage. Survival, I'm assuming, is what you're using. You can either try to take the shell from one and the acid from the other, or both, or the shell from both, or the acid from both. So your choice.
How about Xena? How about we do one of each? Yeah, and then you roll both of them, and if you succeed, great. If not, that's okay too.
Okay, so 1 from each. Here we go.
So survival, and you're doing it at advantage because you have the help action.
21.
Nice. Critical success for the first. What's the second?
Okay. 20.
Nice.
A critical success again. I forgot to ask you this, but do you guys have anything in your inventory that would allow you to bottle the acid safely? Glass vials? What kind of tools do you have? Go.
I have a brewer's kit.
Okay, I will allow you to. I'll allow you the same thing. 3 glass vials.
Sounds good. I'll let Xena have them so that she can do the acid since that's what she wanted.
Okay. No problem. You get 3 glass. You're able to find, because you're kind of tearing away on that 20 on the 1 for the acid vials. You're kind of tearing away at the mandibles, and you kind of reach in. You find these like sacks inside of their mouths that they're literally filled with this like weird corrosive acid. It doesn't seem like it's something that would be able to like burn through metal or anything. It seems like this is something that they kind of like puke up to either melt away their food or the earth as they're burrowing. On that 21 nature tech is what this is revealing to you. So, but you do successfully bottle 3 vials of acid.
Okay, and how about you wanted the armor, right?
And on the other one, 21 success or higher, on that critical success, you're able to actually kind of peel away. You notice that these onkeg shells, there's not a whole lot keeping them actually connected onto these insects. It almost seems like this is something that sloughs away, like they shed these things over time as they grow larger and larger. So with a couple quick knife swipes, and you get up underneath there, you're able actually to cut away several of these chitinous plates and keep them in and kind of like, stack them on top of yourself and haul them away. I'm going to say that you get 3 plates.
Nice.
Success.
Yeah. So
nice
3
job,
acid,
Xena.
3. Yeah.
I give you a big old high five because that was
Yeah.
awesome.
And I totally high five back. Like, yeah, baby. Let's
So-
figure this out.
All right, we're gonna shift back over to Morb real quick. Morb, you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, I do. I am interested in the acid, but I'm more focused on the black powder residue because I know that's more valuable.
Okay, I will allow you to use investigation, and you can either use survival, nature, or investigation on this.
I'll do investigation.
Okay, 10, 15, and 20.
13.
On a 13, you succeed, but you don't. It takes all your time to kind of go through and like. There's enough residue on this creature that it seems more like it's stained the like the shells, and it's in between the plates. You're able to spend enough time. You're away from enough guards here. I'm not going to make you roll stealth. They're kind of occupied further away in other places away from the bar. But you're able to spend enough time to flake away enough that you actually are able to create another of your black powder satchels. I believe it was. What is it you have in your inventory?
Let me pull it up. The smoke powder.
You're able to get another smoke powder, except this one is different. It actually has kind of a weird ethereal green glow to it.
Ooh, gotcha.
Ethereal. Nice.
Kind of a glow in the dark powder residue. It's almost, but it's kind of gluey like a resin. So, okay. Is there anything else?
No. It's. Oh, I just realized something. Hold on. Let me check something.
Mhm.
Change that 13 to an 8.
Why? What happened?
I'm exhausted.
True. Well, yep. I'm gonna hold you to it. It's for honesty's sake. I will say that you get enough that you could investigate it. Like you could experiment with it, but it's not enough to bottle.
Okay, that's
For the,
fair.
for the sake of your honesty, you still get away with a little something.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is everybody else doing anything?
I would like to do a drum thing.
Okay. What's Drum doing?
I'm going to notice that some of the dead guards nearby have these really long axes as opposed to my one great axe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and take one with me.
You want to try and steal a halberd?
I'm going to try and steal a halberd from one of the dead guards.
One of the dead guards? All right. In your immediate vicinity, there is not any. I will actually roll on the app here. We're going to roll a D100. And it's. Now, we'll roll a D20. On a 10, on an 11 or higher, you find a guard. On a 10 or a lower, you do not.
I'm okay with that.
17, you find a guard.
Sweet.
So, I want you to roll. How exactly do you want to go about? Like, are you being subtle about it, or are you just like literally picking up a halberd? You're away from a lot of the commotion, so there's not a whole lot of eyes on you or anything like that. So, how do you want to go about this? Are you just like literally pickpocketing a dead guard?
So I will casually walk by this guard's body, look down, pull out my axe, look at my axe, look at the halberd, reach down and pick up the halberd.
Okay. All right.
No subtlety about it.
No
Just,
subtlety.
this is here.
You're just doing it. Just okay.
Do you leave behind the axe?
Loot that body.
No, I do
loot
not.
that body,
Keep your axe.
loot
Oh.
that body.
I must keep my axe.
All right. Hang on a second. What is your?
Although, in the sake of fairness,
Mhm.
as I am a drum, I will give him a hand axe.
You're trading.
Like I traded him for the hand axe.
Very smart.
Well, I rolled piss poor for the perception, so as far as you know, nobody saw you do it.
Perfect.
Kyron,
All right,
you
know.
Kyron and Moore have definitely observed this,
Oh yeah,
but
I'm just like,
yeah, far as you know, like townsfolk and like other guards and stuff. No, you didn't. You don't feel like you've been observed.
Perfect. Then let
You
me
can add a
drop
you can
a
add a
hand axe.
yeah, you can add a halberd to your inventory.
that's
Sweet.
great. I love this.
All right.
So, you need to carry that while I'm not running with me running into battle with you on my back now. It'll just be hilarious.
jousting this.
As we're walking, I'm gonna say should probably refinish the handle so that they don't know that it's from them.
Boom.
That's. But I traded him the hand axe. You don't think that'll be enough?
Well, if they think that you might still have stolen it, you should just make it look different so it's different.
It's the halberds. It's there's nothing inherently magical about it. It's a standard issue halberd, but it's a unique design that is specific to guards and military of Opus Dei. Like the halberd blade has a wide fanning like edge to it. It has a large spike, almost like a trident spike up at the top, and then there's a small or a larger hammer pike at the on the back end of it that you could seems like it'd be able to use puncture heavy armor. And it's all done in this black iron design, so it's very specifically designed.
Okay.
But if we change the handle, then they could just think that you just salvaged it.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Can he switch
Maybe.
the handle with the handle?
You would need another. You'd need a quarterstaff or something to swap it out.
It'd be easier to just sand it down and refinish it.
Mm.
I would say with his blacksmith tools and stuff like that, we'll cross that. But yeah, don't worry. You're not worried about that right now in the moment.
We'll burn that bridge into it.
I flag Drum down on the way back to the ship. Then I say, I got some kites for you, Drum. You said you're a blacksmith, right?
This is just better and better day. What happened to you guys? This is just all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I put my arm around Drum and said, I'm so glad you guys are okay, man. Man, this is just a rough day.
So I am still very dusty, but I am going to pretend I am not.
What the hell happened to you?
Yeah.
The horse needed a light, and it just went bad from there.
Okay, well, here's the kites, man.
Perfect. I will see what I can make up for them, and then I wonder if I can make hats. But I'll try and make something useful.
Whatever, it's our first commission for drinks and cakes. Make it awesome.
Awesome.
So the 3 vials of poison, do I take those into my inventory?
Yep, I'll add them to your inventory here in a bit. Just make a note of it for now.
Yeah, those are very useful.
As you all start approaching, getting down to the docks, you're the entrance at which you came. It's definitely a little bit more lively. It seems like a lot of villagers have fled down this way. They're up hiding up on top of boxes and crates, up on top of roofs. Some of them even managed to make their way onto the ship. You make your way over to the Splinters of Me Fingers, and you see the captain standing on the bow. You see Morgan Fairchild. You see Angus and Ingus there on the edge, and they're all just kind of there waiting for you. Ingus still has his weapon at the ready. Angus kind of breathes. You all see from a distance, he kind of breathes a little bit of a sigh of relief, almost he just kind of like he's been holding his breath this whole time. But he's kind of looking beyond all of you. He's not really looking at any of you, but looking beyond. So, does anybody who wants to go and report to Angus?
I will.
All
He
right.
kind of hates me the least.
Okay. More we'll resolve that in just a minute. You actually see Errol and Flynn making their way off of the ship at this time as they see all of you approaching. Flynn's doing a little better, Errol's doing a little better, kind of walking on his own. He's still supported a little bit by his sister, but they're making their way off and kind of heading out to the docks and away from the ship.
I'm gonna stop them and be like, "Oh, are you guys heading out now?"
Oh yeah, we're not. We're definitely not going any further south. And given all the chaos that just happened here, from what we could tell and all the screaming, I mean, sorry, weren't more help, but Errol wasn't going to be a lot of help to begin with. And well, this is our place. So this is where we get off.
I've
It
got
was
something.
really to see you guys again.
It was definitely I won't say it was fun, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it was fun.
It was an adventure, that's for sure.
You guys are a crazy, crazy group, but you got good hearts, and you should hang on to that. There's not a whole lot out there like that. Just make sure the juice is worth a squeeze. That's all I'll say.
Right. I'm gonna look at Drew and then be like, "I'll go ahead and leave you guys, and then I'll go on the ship."
And Arrow kind of like shuffles off to the side, and he's like, "Bye, Pretty Bee. I hope to see you again soon, or one day at least."
He's gonna turn around, blushing, and be like, "You too." And the ship like run on the ship.
Still got it.
Monica's blushing too.
Arrow just kind of shuffles off to the edge, kind of at it. Tries to be as much at earshot as possible, but he still stays within view of his sister.
Hey.
Flynn is looking at Drew.
Drew's not going to say anything at first, but he is going to pull a folded piece of paper out of his bag. It's like folded nicely, and it's secured with something that looks like a braid that's been fastened into a bracelet.
Oh.
And he's going to hand that to her. He's also blushing right now.
Did you get me a present while you were down there and all that,
No, I made these. They're not special like the ones you gave me, but it's something.
It's special to me. Should I read this now or should I read it later?
You can read it later.
Yeah, I kind of figured. This isn't your hair, by the way, is it?
It is. Is that weird? I can take it back.
No. I like it. I'll just I'll have to think of something nice to get you next time. That we stumble across each other in a bloody river surrounded by harpy guts. Well, the guts of people.
One can
murdered
only
by
hope.
harpies. Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, Flynn, you found a letter. What's it say?
As far as the hill folk go, you are an odd one, eh?
Who, me?
Thank you.
No, he's talking to Drum.
Oh.
Don't ever change, though. And keep an eye on this one for me.
Of course. Though I hear they can magically change into any animal they want.
Oh. Can they now?
Yeah, I like dragons and things like that. I'm gonna walk on
Well-
the ship.
That blue-haired fellow's a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. I'm glad I met him, though.
It's a good group.
And Xena walks by with Athena and just waves and says, "Thank you. Thank you. You guys were awesome. And I can't wait to meet up with you again." And Athena growls and purrs at them.
It's a good kitty. You take care of yourselves now. And don't be losing any more parts of yourself there. Sorry, didn't mean to be rude. I meant to be yeah, probably too soon. Sorry.
I'll miss you. I'll miss you.
Yeah, let's not get mushy. Moving along. I guess if we want privacy, we should probably move off the dock. Eh? Listen, I have something I need to tell you. All right, I know you told me something last night in confidence, and I told you never to mention it again. I kind of lied.
Okay.
I have no idea what that thing is that you said. I just kind of said that because I was kind of honestly, I was fucking with your boy toy. He was super jealous over there, and I kind of just wanted to fuck with his head some more. So I kind of played along, but I have no idea what that thing was that you said you were or you once were. I don't know. It's not exactly my forte.
Okay. I mean, next time you don't have to lie. We can just kiss.
Sure.
Wait, Monroe was jealous?
Pretty super fucking jealous, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Sorry, I get competitive. Like, listen, whatever it is that you're worried about with that, I just take my advice. Don't ask it around willy nilly. Go and find somebody that you would trust to know about these kinds of things. keep it close. All right. If it's one thing my brother and I know is the information world, it's worth more than its weight in, it's worth more than blood. And the people who have the right information on you, they could use that to hurt you, hurt the people you care about. So just be careful with it, whatever it might be. And you said that might have been what you once were. I don't know. I was a little horny and I wasn't really paying that much attention, to be honest. But whatever you were, that doesn't mean
Yeah.
that's what you are now. So just be careful, all right? You choose what you want. Be who you are now. Because I kind of like who you are now.
He's gonna lean in and kiss her.
Yep. She returns it right back, but lingers on for a few seconds, but then she immediately kind of just pulls back and gets this look on her face and just kind of smiles and then turns and then walks back to her brother.
Anywhere you go, let me go too. Morn's
You get-
all really sad in the background, but
You
the
get the-
Phantom of the Opera song is like in my head. I'm like the weird phantom stalking the two people going, I will never know.
Maddie hands Morton Rowe another drink.
And I chug it.
And real quick, we're going to shift up to, sorry, did Monroe want to say anything?
No, I'm all like dramatic Phantom of the Opera teary-eyed going. Like,
Looking for a fainting couch, but you just find like a pile of crates. Just,
yeah, just behind the crates being an oddball going, no more talk of darkness. Just like in the background.
On that note, we're going to shift back up and more. You find your way up to the top of the ship, and Angus meets you halfway. Oi, what happened?
Well, she's safe.
Buddy.
Bunch of bugs. A lot of them.
Bugs?
One of them took. They're also covered in this. I want to pull up the vial of the smoke powder. Like they're covered in this. I know what it is. It's weird that they're so coated in it. You should know what it is. I'm gonna hand him one of the vials. You should know what it is too.
You know what this is, lad? Well,
Yeah.
of course you do. Good. Look what you're fucking carrying. We'll talk
Yeah.
more about this. They were covered in this?
Yeah, the whole swarm.
Fucking.
And
Fucking Logan.
my guess is that whatever they're mining, they drilled into wherever these people were staying, and they caused the bugs to go crazy and then attack the people. Everything's settled. All the bugs are dead. We got in trouble by the head guard dude because apparently Drew can turn into animals, and he didn't like that.
Main guard. You're talking about a wee gnome man. Dresses like a
Yeah.
pompous dickhead. Big feather in his
Yeah.
fucking hat.
Yeah.
Fucking Logan. Alright. Listen, lad, you said Good Hill's safe, aye?
Yes. Bar.
What?
Her barn. So.
Don't
But she's okay.
I don't care about the fucking bar. Alright, that's fine. Look, we'll talk more about. I want to talk to you more about this later, alright?
Down.
Look up with you. I don't.
Go ahead. You want to talk to him? You can. Is anybody here proficient in insight?
Um,
Mm-mm.
let me check.
I'm checking too.
Good.
I am proficient in insight.
Okay.
am.
Anybody that's proficient in insight can roll me an insight check right now.
Hell yeah, +5.
24.
Oof.
I got a 19.
You're proficient
Not
in
not
perception
impressive of you guys.
or insight?
Proficient.
In insight?
Yep.
So I got a 24 or what?
I got a 19.
19. What else?
I got a 12.
Okay.
I
All
didn't
that
see
together. All right. On the 24, I would definitely say that several of you clock this. As Angus makes his way to the edge of the boat, he puts his foot up to kind of like step onto the platform that leads down from the boat into the dock area below, and then he stops himself, puts his hands on the railing, and kind of pushes himself back. He kind of clenches his fists really, really tight, and you can kind of see him grating his teeth a little bit, and then he kind of steps off to the side. You get the impression that he is not allowed to step off the boat here.
Hmm.
He wants to, but something is not allowing him to do so. Anyways, Xena, what did you want to say? Or what do you want to do?
I just wanted to come up to him and say, look, I got 3 vials of the poison and I want you to have one just for your own safety.
Poison. Kind of takes a
And
look at it. Kind of takes the vial and looks at it. Kind of sloshes it around a little bit. This doesn't be poison, lassie. This is acid. It's not poisonous. It's corrosive.
but will it protect you?
I mean, I could definitely melt some shit with it.
I just want you to have it
Oh,
and put it in your stash. You've done so much for me, and I just want you to be protected. So I want to give you one of these vials to protect yourself and Ingus, because you both have been so great to us in letting us have this adventure.
you work for me, lassie. I mean,
Yeah.
you're welcome. I'm just gonna say that. You're welcome, and thank you for the gift. I'll put it to good
Thank-
use. I
Us
appreciate
join your
it.
team.
Now,
You should go see Gunhilda. She almost died.
He kind of gives you this really pissy glare, and
Maddie?
yeah, he
Or
gives Maddie
Okay.
he gives
Oh.
this really pissy glare, like kind of don't know what you're talking about type thing
Hmm.
on your 12
It-
insight.
Maybe we can bring her here.
He just kind of puts his hand up, and all of you just stop fucking talking for 5 fucking minutes. And all of you kind of as to all this is going on, all this time has passed. You see that Gunhild has made her way up, and she's at the bottom of the ramp leading up to the ship, and she's just kind of surrounded by a whole lot of people. They're all badly injured, bandaged up, kind of these are the folks that have definitely taken a rough turn of it.
Mm.
She kind of looks up at the deck and Angus, I know this isn't your ship, so can I talk to the captain? They both just kind of nod a little bit, and you can definitely see the rosiness of Angus's cheeks, which he is normally very gruff and very stern. He kind of pinks up a little bit as he kind of just turns away. Still, you get the impression off of those same insight checks. You're getting the impression that he wants to say something, wants to look, wants to just look at her, but he can't find it in himself to look her in the eyes right now, and he just kind of walks away. Albert Alexander comes down from the captain's deck up above and walks down the ramp and begins walking down and begins talking with Gunhilda. they start, they're out of earshot for most of everybody. The dock is becoming very loud and a little raucous and everything, but it takes a few minutes. Is there anything anybody wants to do or say or conversations while they hash it out down below?
I would like to ask Maddie for some help.
Before
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just be like, hey, Maddie, can you meet me downstairs real quick?
Yeah, of course. Are you feeling better yet?
The drink definitely did help, but I just need some help checking my. Well, I'll tell you when we get down there.
I follow.
And after those two, I'm gonna want to have a talk with Drew. So whoever wants to join me in a talk with Drew after Maddie and Abby have their moment, that's what I want to do next.
I want to interrupt, but I will wait until an appropriate time to interrupt.
Oh, okay.
The drum way, perfect. Okay.
Drum way.
And I
Once
just grab hold of Athena and say, let's get some rest, baby.
I'm assuming you take Lucky out of his ethereal plane, his ethereal hiding
Lucky's
spot.
out. Lucky's out, and he's happy that he wasn't involved in any of that, but he doesn't know what's going on. So
Okay. We're gonna shift over to Abby and Maddie.
Okay, so once we're down, I'm gonna be like, sorry, I just can you help check my wings real quick? Cause I can't tell super well if one of them got ripped and all of that.
Yeah. I pull back her cloak to look at the wings.
I'll just like full on like take off the cloak. Yeah. Like this will be easier. I'm sorry. And then I'll like spread out my wings so that way he can like take a look at them and everything and be like, I have some like really sharp pain in like the right one, but
Is there anything there at all, Marshall?
Let Abby answer that.
Is there anything there, Abby?
Can I have you roll a perception?
Can I have advantage because I'm awesome?
That's between the two of you.
If I don't get advantage, I got a 7.
No, I'm gonna take the 7.
Lame.
So you don't really see anything in particular. But you do see, like, as I'm like opening my wings, that it does hurt. Like, I kind of like flinch a little as I open them.
Okay. I put my hand on maybe like the back where your wings are attached on that side. I'm gonna use my last key point to go ahead and heal you. And you get some life back.
While this is occurring, I am going to use message to talk to Abby because we are in range. Hey, we haven't had a chance to talk yet. But maybe when everyone's not around. However, did you notice that Angus looks at Gunhild kind of the way Maddie looks at you? That's gonna be my message.
Okay. Maddie, how much did you say that it healed?
You get 7 back.
7. Okay. Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna stiffen up for a second, and then just kind of like turn and look at you, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, so you know how before we were talking about like crushes and stuff?
Yeah. Does that feel better?
It does, actually. It feels a lot better. And I'm gonna kind of like flex my wing.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be like, okay, so, do you have a crush on someone right now? by chance?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, that's cool. So, I'm not very good at this. I think I
I
might
go ahead.
have.
I give Abby a hug. I go ahead, pull her in, and start holding her.
I'm gonna very awkwardly hug him back and be like, "You didn't let me say what I was gonna say."
I know, but you're just so beautiful.
And Xena says, wait, what is going on?
I would say that Xena makes her way down the stairs at this point.
Xena makes her way down the stairs and she's like, "Wh- what? What is going on here?
Oh,
Maddie,
she was. Abby was hurt. I blush and I walk away after that.
no. Abby, let me check your wings and
No,
let me check your wings because
I immediately close my wings up, and I'm like, no, it's okay. Maddie already checked them, and they're fine. It's okay.
Where's everybody else at? Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go check on this.
Maddie, what?
I walk away.
Nope.
And
I'm gonna pick up my cloak and put it back on, and be like, you
and
have really bad timing.
Athena growls and says, she just growls, and and Xena's like, okay, I'm walking away, and I don't know what's going on here, and I don't care, but I care, and I am walking away. I'm walking away.
It was a hug. I am very confused.
And Xena just walks away crying, like, what is going on? What is happening? I'm sorry. I should have not walked in on this. I'm going away.
Hey,
You guys.
1 second. You're acting like as if I was completely naked with him or something like that. He was giving me a hug after checking my wings.
Okay. I'm walking away. I'm totally out of this. Come on, Athena, let's go. Let's let them have their moment. And I'm walking away with you, Athena. I'm walking away. I don't care what's happening. I'm not getting involved. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Abby and Maddie. You can have your moment. And yeah, I'm gone.
Okay. I'm just gonna put my hand, like all four of my hands up, and be like, I'm gonna go back upstairs now that I know my wings are okay.
I'm glad your wings are okay. I'm glad. Come on, Athena. Let's go. Let's go.
Up on the deck.
Okay.
I'm so confused about that. Can I roll an insight or something to see what's going on with Xena?
Sure.
I don't even know if it's gonna be a good roll, but we're gonna try. Oh shoot, that's an 18.
What's happening?
Is I'm assuming that Xena is having a moment about her own wings at this moment?
Yes.
Okay. It's less about you and Maddie and more about the wings.
More about the wings. The wings. I'm sorry, Albie.
I'm gonna kind of pat her very gently on the shoulder and be like, I feel like things are very overwhelming for you still. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just. It's like I have no wings. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I have to deal with that. And you have beautiful wings. You have beautiful wings. And I know you trust Maddie to take care of what's going on with your wings. It's just residual. It's residual. And I'm walking away. Because I have Athena now.
I'm gonna nod and like give her like a little smile and then head up onto the deck and look for Maddie again. And also Drum.
As you make your way back up. Yeah, we're gonna shift back over. So, did anybody else want to have anything else that was going on right now?
For the record, I am currently playing with Lucky.
Okay.
And
Right.
so nothing of importance is going to be exchanged, but I can use Speak with Animals as a ritual. So
Okay.
I'm just talking with Lucky casually
Okay.
and playing with
Yeah.
him.
This is the first time you've ever used this for him?
Yes.
Okay. So he's definitely like getting used to this is the first time he's hearing your voice and getting to know you.
Correct.
Perfect. I'll make a note of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. We're gonna shift back down. Captain Alexander is starting to finish
Wait,
out
wait,
final.
wait! I thought it was gonna be with Drew. I thought I claimed that afterwards.
Oh, I didn't hear you. So yeah, go ahead.
Like, wait, no.
I haven't
Drew!
heard anybody else speak up. Go for it.
Drew, I got attacked by a badger. And then you're saying that you're a badger. What? What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's
When
No,
did that happen?
well, it's part of my magic. I
You're-
haven't used it since I left the woods. I was worried about getting stuck again.
You could shapeshift this entire time?
Technically, yes.
And that's normal?
I think so.
Interesting.
It came pretty natural. I thought, yeah, maybe it's not normal.
Can you turn into me? Is that how
No.
this works?
No.
Oh. Well, I guess I have to thank and apologize, because I thought I was being attacked on both ends, so I attacked on both ends myself.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to talk about it anymore.
Why? Why not? This is pretty cool stuff, and I'd like to talk about this and not talk about other things that I am seeing, and I'm still drinking on what Maddie gave me earlier.
It's long past healing at this point. It's just booze at this point. So
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just yeah, the burn of alcohol.
I didn't mean to make you jealous.
Who said I was jealous? And I'll take a giant swig again.
Well, I may be stupid, but I'm not an idiot.
You're not stupid. But like no, I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about just and then like being like I think that I'm too flabbergasted to really speak anymore and to do anything where I'm like, well, you can always talk to me.
Hold on. I have said in the past that I spent years as a bear. Did y'all think that was like metaphorical?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think people become I don't think elves become other things. Like Satyr's a satyr. That's what I am. And all y'all are all you. And this is new. That I am not used to change in that way.
Do you want me to show you?
I sit down. Yes.
What's your favorite animal?
Would I know of many animals in my memory?
Yeah, you
DM.
would know, yeah, you would know the traditional animals.
Traditionals? Okay, good. I do like deer.
I can do deer. Is there space for me to become a deer?
Unicorn.
You're on the deck of the ship. A deer is, I believe a deer is within the CR that you can transform into. So yes, there's space. You are surrounded by your teammates right now. Given where your position is on the ship, if you kind of step away from the edge, you will be out of like eye shot of people down below.
Okay.
If that's what you're intending to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be a little fucked up looking, but not more than I am. Okay? It's still me.
I just
can't
stare.
talk, but it's still me. Okay, I'm gonna wild shape into a deer.
What does it look like?
A deer.
Because the badger was pretty scary. Is this just a normal deer? Like your badger
No.
was like, oh.
No, so he's turning into a red deer.
Ooh.
So I would say everything looks fairly normal, except the black from his arms is into the antlers.
Ooh.
And he has slight teeth like a tusked deer. And he still has those patches of fur that are white where his scars are.
Very cool.
Can you nod your head at me if I can touch you?
Yeah. He nods.
Okay. And I'm gonna creep up and try and pet on the deer. And just be like, wow. I'm glad you're a deer, not a badger. I think I'd freak out if it was a badger again. But these scars, man. You'll have to tell me about them sometime. Ooh, that's awesome.
He's gonna huff a little, like, a deer does, like.
Yeah. I'm like, well.
As you do that huff, all of a sudden you see Angus, and Angus kind of like they had their attention turned on everything that was happening below the ship. They didn't see you transform, but they turn around and just notice this deer sitting on the deck of the ship, and reminiscent of the same reaction that Angus had when he saw Maddie as a sheep. It's kind of the same thing. Angus immediately pulls the cleaver off of his side and starts creeping over, like he's not stealthy in the slightest. He has a fucking peg leg, and Angus the guy like starts pulling his rifle, pulling his boomstick off of the leather sheath on his back.
Do I hear them, or do I have to roll to see if I hear them?
Yeah, roll me perception. I mean, Drew definitely sees them
because Drew can't talk, but
no.
I'm like petting on him. Perception.
Yeah. Is anybody else watching this exchange? I need to put that out there. I would assume that Drum is probably occupied with Lucky. He might be witnessing it, but probably not paying a whole lot of attention. Maddie, you're upstairs.
I'm super flustered. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I went up on the deck looking for Maddie and Drum. I would have definitely seen that.
Okay, so
I had a
obviously-
17 perception.
Okay, yeah, you definitely hear the unsheathing of a weapon behind you, and kind of the unsheathing of the boomstick. That you've recognized these sounds before, so you know that something's
I'm
happening.
like, whoa! guys, wait! It's Drew! Please, not again. I don't want to defend again, I will. Oh, I will. I'm very good at persuading. But don't. This is Drew.
They just kind of look at you with this really confused look on their face, like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I'll revert.
And I'm like, hey, Drew, you better
Bro,
reverse.
This fucking day, I swear. Angus just kind of huffs and puts his rifle back, like he's like, but he looks more disappointed than anything. And just kind of like leans back, turns back to the railing. Angus just like puts his hand, sheaves his cleaver, just kind of puts his face in his hands, like starts rubbing his temples, like he's done with this day. And
Is
then
this
turns
the
his-
first time you've seen somebody do this?
It's certainly not common, lad.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it is certainly new, Drew. Like I said, I had no idea. I thought what you are is what you are.
Is anybody here proficient in like history?
I believe I am. Let me check.
Okay.
Un momento.
I am not.
New.
Uh,
I am proficient in history, actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll me a history check real quick.
All
if it has to do
right.
with magical items, I have advantage.
This is true. She's
We're at
unfortunately
a
Drew is not a magical item.
15.
Rude.
On a 15.
I feel
you're
like
not
it was
you're,
touchy.
you're not witnessing any of this, but if a chance like comes up in conversation, just this would be in your memory. You would know that druids, wizards, sorcerers, anybody that has innate magical power, whether it's learned through studying or whatnot, they're rare. It's not exactly the most common thing out there, and not everybody goes around touting their abilities as a wizard, as a sorcerer, as a druid. Anything that is outside of the normal, I guess you could say, the acceptance of the church. So you would know that people don't go around wild shaping in public. They don't go around casting spells, throwing magic around. It's something that you probably have no idea how many people can actually do it, but the ones that go around making it very public are generally frowned upon.
Drew, you're literally the only druid I know. And I've been around a million places.
That is wild.
Kyron, on the 13, you would also know a chunk of that as well. It's just like common
Would
knowledge.
it also be attributed to the fact that I was a cleric?
Yes.
Noted. If I rolled bad, apparently I didn't do well.
That's the state of the world as it's like this country as itself. It's like they may be more common than people realize, but they're not public about it.
They're more hush hush.
Very.
Good.
So. All right. I'm turning it back over to y'all. Just wanted to put that little bit of history out there, a little bit of lore.
Well, now we have certainly have added an extra flair to our group. Drew, you constantly surprise me. I like it.
Good. I'm getting surprised myself.
Sweet.
And with that, Captain Alexander down below finishes up his conversation with Gunhild. Those of you that are kind of like towards the edge, you can kind of look over and you see Gunhild kind of looking up at all of you. She just kind of gives you all a bit of a big wave, and you can see her just shout, "Thank you," from down below. And that's it. It's just as simple as it can be. Just a big heartfelt thank you. And then she walks away back into the crowd and starts making her way back into town. Captain Albert Alexander makes his way up the ramp, and behind him are several people that are carrying a few things, and a couple of them are rolling two large kegs, one by one, up the ramp. Albert Alexander comes back up onto the deck of his ship, plops down. So, which one of you is the leader of your little merry band?
I'm
I point
gonna.
towards Maddie and Abby.
Mm-hmm.
I step forward. That's me.
Super. Come here. And he kind of drops a big pouch in your hands. So, presents from the last down below. She gives you this, and she hands you a pouch. Inside is 760 gold pieces.
Oh.
Big thank you for all of the folks you saved back in town, apparently. They all put together a little collection. Apparently, the mayor down there, Lord Mayor, was a bit of a dick, but they all want to make sure you got a little something.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm not done yet. And he actually reaches back behind, and the folks that were bringing the barrels up behind, he grabs a big satchel and hands it to you as well. Inside, there are 12 rations.
Oh.
And Lady Gunhild also wanted to offer you these as her personal thanks for everything that you did, and props up 2 giant kegs. And on the edge of on the outside of these kegs appears to be a dwarven. It's an etching, like a burning, like a burn mark on the side of the barrel, like it would identify what it is. It's a dwarven woman's face, very reminiscent of what Gunhild looks like. And then there's a cross of 2 giant bear paws underneath her face. And across the top and the bottom, it's called Den Mother Brew.
Oh.
That's so cool.
Does Angus
She
and
gave-
English look excited to see it?
They're pretty indifferent about it, from what you can tell.
I give a deep bow and say thank you again for your generosity.
Oh, yeah. I pass it along to Lady Gunhild. I assumed you all were going to be. So, anyways, we're going to be taking a few of her sorry sods off the hands here, and we're going to be taking them down to the capital for treatment. A few folks got pretty fucked up, it looks like. So, come on. He claps his hands, and then all of a sudden people start pouring onto the ship. So, you can all take note of 760 gold pieces, 12 rations, and then there are 2 kegs of Den Mother's Brew. These are giant, like giant beer, like you would see in a big ass brewery. You know, wood lining, iron cask. It is a very hearty dwarven ale that acts as a full. If you break open one of these kegs and use them, it acts as a full ration to everybody in your group for that night. Using 1 keg gives everybody a full ration of food. Just drinking the keg, and everybody wakes after a long rest with 10 temporary hit points for the day.
How many kegs do we have?
2.
2.
Yes. Now
Um,
they are heavy. They're about 50 pounds apiece. So whoever's going to carry them needs to be relatively strong.
Smalls.
Smalls would be the
I'm also a
best.
horse.
Yeah, but we don't have like a solid way for you to carry it yet.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
the
you have to
cart yet.
balance it somehow.
Fix it.
You're going to strap one on either side of him like a donkey.
Oh, jeez.
Perfect.
You could temporarily use rope and just wrap him around and make like a little thing to go over the back. Put it over the rope.
well, for the gold, everyone go ahead and just add 95 gold to their personal pouches. We'll just split that evenly, and then we'll do some drinks. And anyone that needs rations, we can split that up too. Just check what you got.
So 95.
So 95 split evenly.
I put the
Yeah.
other items in our inventory section.
Yep. You guys
Yeah.
can divvy. We're going to continue on. You guys can all divvy this up after the session. But
Well, we want to write this down really quick.
you're fine.
Handsome.
I have it all written down as well. So
Oh, okay.
okay. So 760 gold pieces, 12 rations, 2 kegs of Den Mother's Brew. Each of the keg weighs 50 pounds. So add that.
What's the emblem? I'm sorry, really quick. The bear.
It's a dwarven woman's face that's very reminiscent of Gunhild's face, and then there's 2 large bear paws crossed underneath her face. So it's called the Den Mother's Brew. It has a face of Gunhild with 2 bear paws. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
As you all start divvying up your just rewards and whatnot, people start pouring onto the ship. There's about 30 or 40 that are able to. This isn't a massive vessel by any means, but they're trying to fit as many people as they possibly can. Some of you observe off in the distance. Other people are getting onto other ships and getting ready to disembark as well. But it looks like they're trying to get as many of the most heavily injured or badly injured people out of town and down south for better treatment. So it's going to be very tight quarters. Everybody kind of just, sits wherever they can to make room for the most badly injured. A lot of people are taken down below. Several people are stretched. The ones that are not as badly injured are stretched out on deck up above. And there are several people moving around, offering water, changing bandages, cleaning things up. is anybody here proficient in medicine?
Mm, let me look.
I am.
Yeah, should be.
I am.
Yeah.
So anybody that is proficient in medicine, go ahead and make me a check. Actually, Kyron, you can make this check at advantage because you were performing some of this earlier.
21.
21,
Whoa,
nice.
that's good because my first one was a 7.
Okay.
22.
22, nice.
Oh.
I got a
nailed it.
9.
On a 9, okay.
I'm
Still
also
proud of you.
helping.
So
So
proud of you. You tried.
on so Maddie, you and Drew team up and you actually start assisting several of the people here. It doesn't really give you the impression there's any doctors here or anybody that has any kind of like skilled medical training. It's mostly like, natural remedies, herbs that people know to put on certain wounds, trying to keep it clean, boiling water, things of that nature. But you all immediately go and assist. Actually, I'll leave the option to you. Do you both go and try and assist as much as you possibly can?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. We're
So,
already
Kyron,
disinvested.
Kyron, with your 22, actually, you go about doing your thing as well. It's a lot of stuff that you were, but you also notice off in the distance that there is someone has their back to you, kind of crouched down. You notice that there is a very pregnant woman that is also. She seems to have been burned on her left arm. The acid, not as bad. It's very surface level from what you can tell just from this distance, but you can tell that there is somebody tending to this pregnant lady over here.
I'm gonna head that way.
Okay. As you approach, there's a woman here that's knelt down. She has a cowl, but she kind of has it pulled back, and you notice that she has a cold kind of beauty to her. Very obvious, but cold beauty. She has very long black hair with long fringes on both sides, very pale skin, and charcoal gray eyes. She's wearing this like blue metal circlet on her brow, and she has this kind of like a dark blue, nearly purple, high neck, long sleeve frock underneath her cowl. Are you also proficient in perception, by the way, by chance?
I don't believe I'm proficient in perception. I do have a secondary question following after I check that real quick.
Sure.
Perception.
Ah.
I am not proficient in perception. I'm in insight.
Okay. Yeah, you're. Okay.
My question was, can I use the spell Prayer of Healing, which is up to 6 creatures of my choice that I can see within range gain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. It has no effect on undeads or constructs. It does, however, take 10 minutes to cast.
Hell yes.
Its duration is instantaneous, though, and it's
Yeah.
within 30 foot.
Yeah, definitely. You want to position yourself in the best possible place. You could definitely.
Yeah, and I hit 6 of the most injured looking, and definitely the pregnant lady is one of those.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Roll that for me, or do you have to roll for the healing, or is it just like an automatic amount?
It's 2d8 plus 3.
Okay. Roll me that total real quick.
That is 10.
10 flat.
10 total, yeah.
Okay.
That's all of them. They each get 10.
Beautiful. That's actually more than enough. These are just simple people.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
are not.
So like,
yeah.
even
A
if
lot
we
of them.
rolled min, they would have been 5 min.
Okay. Several of them that you hit, their wounds close up.
How many
They're
total is there?
There's about 40 people that have gotten on the ship.
Okay, so that was 6. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
And
Yep,
even
spell slot.
it's a level 2, and I had both my level 2s left.
Okay.
So
Bring it.
that's a total of 10 again.
10 to everybody.
So-
Okay.
12.
That
total.
is incredible. All right.
I've seen enough death in my time.
Nice.
Hang on, take a note of this. Okay. So 14 people are, so 10 and 10, so 2, 2, 3. It's spreading the healing around like that. About 14 people get healed off of all of this. And it's like not just healed, like the acid burns slough off of their arms, their wounds close up. They're back. They feel energized, and it's almost like they can get back on their feet of their own accord. And everybody just starts looking at you, And this crowd begins to kind of gather around, and everybody kind of just reaches out their hands and like pats you on the shoulders, pats you on your, everybody's just reaching out, wanting to like touch you basically in their way. And everybody's just like kind of chanting back and forth, thank you, thank you, thank you. All of this, it's like, it's very heartfelt. It's like a lot of people were terrified and people felt like they were going to die. Suddenly that fear has just been alleviated for so many. And 14 people are able to actually get up off of the ship and make way for 14 more that were not going to have a room on the ship or space to get out of here to get the help that they needed. The woman that was tending to the pregnant lady, her burns immediately slough off of her arm. She's fully healed. She's still very much so pregnant. You're not healing that. But she is stable. She's, it's like she's able to catch her breath. And the woman stands up and just kind of, turns and looks at you, and you immediately lock her, these eyes. They're vibrant. They're charcoal gray. They're very vibrant, but at the same time, they also look extremely tired. And she just walks over to you and says, "That was incredible."
I've seen enough death in my time.
Yeah, I know that feeling. You, priest? Cleric?
You could say that.
Yeah. She kind of like looks you up and down, just like noticing the armor, the unique shield, the spear, the mace. You part of that group that was helping people down below?
I was.
Thank you. All of you. I should probably get back to taking care of this lady.
How is she doing? And what is your name, if you don't mind?
She's fine, just extremely pregnant and, comes with the territory. And, my name is Rose.
Rose. Noted.
Is there something else?
That is all for now. It's been a long day, and I'm really tired, honestly.
She smiles just gently and kind of turns her back and goes back to attending to the pregnant woman. Okay. Is there any other conversations or anything else that we wanted to have? Okay. As I said, about 40 folks have poured on top of this vessel, on top of the entire team. Captain Albert Alexander and his crew. The Beatles are still down below with all the wagons. Everybody has tried to make as much space here as possible to accommodate all of these people. It's going to be tight quarters, but you're only a travel away from making it back to the capital of Trinborg. You've all managed to save 76 lives is what you saved down in the town.
It's a win.
With that, we're going to end the session.
Woo!
Woo!
Good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
There's so much gossip and so much stuff. I can't wait.